back, it weakens your momentum. Looking back leads to failure. You see, in the Bible, there's a story about another man, a fisherman. His name was Peter. Jesus was walking on the water, and Peter saw him, and Peter said, Jesus, if that is you, can I come and meet you? And Jesus said, yeah, come. And so Peter stepped on the water, and he was walking just like Jesus until he looked back. He looked back to see where the guys were on the water, on the boat. And as soon as he looked back, he lost vision of the finish line. He looked back. He missed the point. And immediately, he started sinking. The guy was wet. From walking on the water, he became embarrassed among his partners because now he was wet and soggy. Tonight, young men, I want to tell you, never look back. Whatever your dreams are, whatever you want to achieve, never ever look back. Because when you look back, you lose sight of the finish line. When you look back, you lose momentum. When you look back, you give the opponent an edge upon you. Never ever look back. Let us pray. My Father, thank you for knowing you as our God. And thank you for your blessings in our lives. Tonight, again, we want to thank you. May your Holy Spirit be with us. We pray for protection for the young men who are going to be playing tonight. And may we have a wonderful game. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Gentlemen, can you stand in a straight line, please? We want to do something special tonight. Today we learned that we lose Shane Warne, the best leg spinner the world has ever seen. His life and death was unusual as every ball and spell he bowls. A great man. So tonight we want to do a minute of silence. I will time you. Muslim, you have a stopwatch on your phone?
Yeah.
Okay. A minute of silence. So we would like our listeners to know that tonight we are asking everybody on the field, wherever you are, to please stand. We want to recognize one of the greats. Thank you. Ready? Okay, we are ready from now. A minute silence. Thank you very much. Put your hands together for the players tonight and everybody. Let the games begin. I will call on. We will have some feedback. We better stick. Good night. We ready? Okay, good night. Good night wherever you are around the world. You're joining us tonight to the APL Knockout Tournament Chats Tournament. And we are happy to have you. Welcome, Mervyn.
Thank you.
A very good day. It has been very dry here.
Definitely, and I guess the players are happy. I'm happy that we can finally get this sole semi-final on the way tonight. Labe, Millet, I think it's been long awaited. We expect some exciting cricket tonight. Definitely a cracker.
Yeah. We welcome you with the news that Labe won the toss and decided to bowl. So Millet will do the batting. What do you think?
Well, I think Labe's decision would have been influenced by the absence of the key batsman, Jason Simon, who's not here as yet. Yeah. I believe that he had a district match today, and so he's coming from all the way in the south. So that would definitely have influenced Labe's decision. I don't think it's a bad decision, nonetheless. Millet is a powerhouse, so we've said it over and over. And Labe would want an idea as to how to structure their innings. So what Millet gets tonight, when you chase in, you have an idea what you need to do, how to structure your batting lineup. What do you do? So I don't think it's that.
I would support Labe on that decision because Millet is a good chasing side. They bat right down to number 9. So there are players in that side who can win games for them, and it has happened. Last game here, the number 6 and number 4, 5 and 6 batsmen put on 104 runs partnership and won them the game. So I think they are the team to beat. They are a better all-around side. They are better teams here. Labe batting is really trenched on 2 key players, and that is Simon, the captain, and Calbas and Calendar. So I think the decision is a fine one. I would have done the same in Labe's position. However, now that we are out, your view on the pitch?
Well, very dry pitch. Not much difference from Thursday night. We didn't have any showers. So pretty much just the same square. The outfield, though, is a little drier tonight. So you may get more value for your shots along the ground tonight.
But the grass still looks thicker.
The grass looks a bit grown.
Yeah.
So that might be a factor as well. But with the drier outfield and with a little more power in the batting, you may see a lot more value for the ground shots tonight.
So again, wherever you are in the world, we would like to welcome you to the APL cricket ground. And we are very happy to carry you this only semi-final game. And we welcome you again with the news that Labe has won the toss and had decided. The umpires are out there, the 2 batsmen are out there, the Labe fielders are out there, but they seem to be looking around. What's going on?
I'm not sure what was happening, but I expect play to get underway pretty soon. Of course, Pastor, Labe coming off the back of a very exciting match on Thursday night. Millet has not played for maybe 2 weeks or so. So Labe would be carrying momentum into this game tonight, and hopefully they can continue in the same vein that the bowlers had on Thursday night and maybe apply pressure to Millet early, get some early wickets, and make early inroads tonight.
Well, I have never seen Millet without momentum. so that what you say makes a lot of sense. But I have never seen Millet without momentum. So it all will happen, not in our words, but in the men's action out there today.
Well, it's always cricket is played in the middle.
Yeah.
And you and I can have all our theories tonight, but it all depends on what happens out there in the middle. Of course, the umpires in charge of the proceedings in the middle tonight would be Glenn Ariste and, of course, Dennis Leo, same umpires from the match on Thursday night.
They have been doing a wonderful job.
I mean, the umpiring has been top-notch.
We want to tell you that this cricket tonight is brought to you with the kind compliments of Cepal Holdings. Cepal Holdings is our sole sponsor for this tournament. For all your building needs, all your concrete needs, call Cepal Holdings. Talk to Danny Cepal at a price that you can afford. He will take care of your business. Bowling tonight.
Or just visit them in the Roseau Valley.
Roseau Valley, that's right.
And also Shock Estate.
And at Shock Estate as well. So, Pastor Morris, looks like we're about to finally get play on the way tonight. Looks like it's going to be Xavier Gabriel, facing the first ball tonight. Of course, it will be Omari Fields to take up the bowling attack from the river end, the very same end that he was so devastating from on Thursday night. That's where he got the ball to swing both ways. And Labe would be hoping that he can continue in that form tonight.
Well, from that end, you can see the wind. There's a gentle breeze in there. And that could also help him of the air. He will have to keep on bowling better. This is a different day. Two new batsmen, and you know how cricket goes. Today you can be the king, and tomorrow you could be nobody.
Definitely. So it's Anderson Charles and Xavier Gabriel to open the batting for Millet tonight. And Gabriel will be facing up to Omari Fields from the river end. So we are waiting the commencement of play. Umpires have called play, and we're about to see the first delivery. So here's Fields, bowls to Gabriel. Gabriel is working this down to fine leg, and just a single. So Millet immediately off the mark, single to Gabriel, and that gets the Millet innings on the way.
Like the players are very almost checking each other. They're not sure, as if they're not sure what to do. But let's see as time go on what will happen.
Here's Fields again. Bowls to Charles. Charles is cutting this one away. Chango picks it up and just a single again. So consecutive singles there for Millet tonight. So the score moves on to 2.
We're still having a little difficulty with our technicians here. We hope we will solve this soon.
Here is Fields, ball number 3, and that's beaten him outside the off stump. And Jason Simon whipping the bills off. And a dot ball. Score remains on 2. Jason Simon just coming from another T20 game today, Pastor Morris.
Wow, yeah. These guys are really busy playing cricket. Enjoy the game, and they
Here's
do well.
Fields. Balls to Gabriel. Gabriel is wrapped on the pad, and there's no run. Here is Fields, ball number 5 coming up. And that's played straight back to the bowler, who doesn't feel, so he allows a single, and they come through for a good single. Pastor Morris, what is a good total out there tonight? I know we normally say 140, 150 is a pass score there, but taking into consideration the teams in action tonight, what do you think is a pass score there tonight?
Millet must try and get to 160.
Here is Fields. That's in the air. Somebody's interested. Oh, dropped it. Very, very good effort. He made the distance, but couldn't. Pastor Morris.
I think he caught the ball, but out of his hand. This is a very, very tentative over. There's not much happening in this over. I guess the bowler and the batsman were sizing up each other. They were very careful. I guess the message went around that what Fields did here on Thursday. So the batsmen were really sizing him up. But a very not a good over for the opening game. Not many runs came out of it. How many? 2?
Definitely just the 3 runs coming off, 4 runs coming off the over.
And
but valiant effort by Calendar coming off the long on boundary to try to make that catch, but unfortunately it went to ground. So we're gonna have.
For a minute, I thought he was not going to get there.
I thought he wouldn't have gone that way. I think it was a remarkable effort to get to that ball. It would have been even better if it held on to it. So here is Calendar from the southern end. Balls to Chaz. Chaz is looking to open the face of the bat. Doesn't make contact. Ball goes through to keeper Simon. And there is no run.
Well, the scene is set, and we are patiently waiting for the game to take off.
So here is Calendar. Comes in, bowls to Charles. That's gone away. That's a big shot, Pastor Morris. So that's gone for 6. First boundary of the match. First 6 of the match. So Anderson Charles just putting this one over long off for 6.
Magnificent shot. He just came across and the bat flowed. Beautifully played. That's a magnificent
The Calendar
shot.
just missing his length and Anderson just going through the line of the ball. And of course, with the field being in at this moment, nobody on the long of boundary. As he comes in again, good delivery. He just pushes that into the covers. Julius Simon comes in, and there's no run. So good start so far to Millet, Pastor Morris.
Yes, Millet has always been able to get some runs in the first 6 overs, the power play.
Which, of course, is very, very important
Very
to try
important.
to maximize those first 6 overs. So here is Calendar. Bowls to Chaz. That's India again. But just short of the man at mid-off. Calendar. And they come through for the single. And of course, Xavier Gabriel could really hit that ball a long way.
He can.
So if he gets going tonight,
That's right.
Labe would be thinking of ways to get him out.
Well, we'll have to wait and see Labi's plan to each batsman. And so far, they are more, well, it's almost even. The leg side, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 players on the leg side, so it's more even.
A full toss. And Gabriel not making use of this one. And just another dot ball.
So again, I'm saying again that you can see we are very tentative. The players there are really being very careful. But soon they'll be.
Here is Calendar. Bowls to Gabriel. Into the pods. And that takes the over to the end. Over number 2, completed, score 11 without loss.
Again, not a bad over. The Tarin 6 over made off was a magnificent shot. But apart from that, I mean, the bowler came back well and took control of things. So again, we're not doing too badly here as far as the bowlers are concerned, and the batsmen either. 2 overs, 6.5 and over.
11, 5.5.
5.5 and over.
So you would be happy with 5.5 and over as a bowling side.
Yeah, that's right. But it's a power play overs, and you expect the batsmen to take chances here.
So here is Wills, over number 3. Ball into the pads again. I guess he's looking for that leg cutter tonight, Pastor Morris, but doesn't seem to be getting the same amount of swing that he got on Thursday night.
Look at the rhythm. It's different. Look at his rhythm tonight. It's different. Look at his action, and as he comes to deliver the ball, like something is missing. There's not a flow that we saw.
Here is Wills, and that's India again. That's going to go all the way for 4. So Anderson Charles, in a no-nonsense mood tonight, putting this one over the boundary for 4. Pastor Morris, definitely Millet out to win this one tonight.
And this was a good shot because he really placed it in the vacant position there, what could be considered cow corner. And the fielder coming across did not have the time to cut it off. Also, Jules, who is running back, could not get there. Very well. So I don't think Phil's had any experience of this happening on Thursday. And this is only his second over.
Well, you will remember that he was favoring the bowling arm on Thursday night. So could be an injury. Here is Phil's. Bowls to Charles. Charles is back and pushing this one back down the pitch. And no chance of a run.
Very well.
Of course, Pastor Morris, we have lots of fans from Millet with us tonight. Want to say good evening to them and welcome to Balata. And of course, online following the game, Harris Fields. Bowls to Anderson. Anderson is turning this one to square leg.
Mervyn, one thing that is known about Millet, when they play cricket in Millet or anywhere, the people come out. Remember when we played up there against them, there are lots of people. The community support this team. They support the cricket.
We played an entire community that day.
Yes, we did.
So here is Phils. To Chaz. That's in the air again. This is going to go all the way. This is... We're waiting for confirmation.
It looked like 4.
But I would think it's 6. Definitely 6 more. Pastor Morris. So Phils not able to bowl with the control and the movement that he generated on Thursday night is being taken for some runs tonight.
Yes, so what I would do is take him up to the other end, see what happens at the other end for him. Again, I am noticing that he's not the same bowler.
So here is Phils to Charles. Charles is pushing this one. The bowler cleans up. And at the end of over number 3, score is 21 without loss, Pastor Morris.
Now,
So
you notice when the ball is pitched up, these batsmen, who are good batsmen, are going to lift it over the infield. And so far, they are successful in hitting 2 sixes. 2 sixes. So that means as a bowler, you will have to pull your line back. You cannot be bowling pitch up if the ball is not swinging. If the ball is not swinging, you will have to pull your line back because the batsman will get to it. So that is what Phils and the bowling team must look into. Set the field and pull the length back. If you can't do that, you're in serious trouble tonight.
well, his bowling strength seemed to be getting the ball to move. And if he's not getting that movement and he misses his length, he will definitely go.
That's right.
So here is Calendar again. Gabriel is flashing at this one. Backward point comes in. And just another single. Score goes on to 22.
Also, they must implement the slower delivery. And the slower delivery is a magnificent delivery. When you're bowling it slower, your arm must be the same speed and you must not lose control of that ball. Because if it is slower and it is short or wide, you're calling for trouble.
Well, definitely the slow ball has become a skill. It is something that bowlers work particularly hard at mastering. So, going cheeky, there's trouble there for Millet. And Anderson perishes, trying to get cheeky, trying to work this one over the keeper's head. Not getting the contact he would have preferred to get Pastor Morris. And Millet loses their first wicket with the score on 22. So Anderson Charles goes, caught Simon, bowl Calendar, Millet 22 for 1.
It was rather unfortunate. There was no need for that shot because they were batting so well and they were not in any kind of trouble. And he has the muscle, he could power the ball anywhere over the infield. He should have stayed in and play his normal game. And that scoop shot can always bring reward. But the possibility, like what we just saw happen, it can also bring your downfall.
Well, that's the nature of cricket, Pastor Morris. If it comes off, it's a great shot.
That's
if
right.
it doesn't come off, then chances are you pay the price. And he paid the ultimate price with his wicket tonight. And Labe would be quite happy with that turn of events, getting the first wicket tonight. Anderson Charles gone.
New batsman.
So here is Calendar. Calendar is bowling to Gabriel. Of course, the batsman crossed while the ball was in the air. So Gabriel is on strike. Who's the new batsman?
That's Jimo. Very.
Scotty. And a misfield there.
By Joel.
Joel not picking this one up cleanly, allows a single.
Yeah.
And they come through for that single.
Yeah. It's very cool tonight. It's breeze. There's a gentle breeze blowing, but the atmosphere is real quiet down. It's very quiet here.
So here is Calendar, a full ball to the bat. The batsman not making use of this one.
Slower.
Pushes it into the covers. A slower delivery, Pastor Morris, but still full on the bat. And you would expect a batsman coming in at number 3 to be able to put that away.
I tell you, the next over he bowl it will disappear.
Here is Calendar. And has pitched into the leg.
I must say, Calendar has improved. Calendar made this team as a batsman, but right now, Calendar is becoming a very useful bowler. I was umpiring a game and he was bowling, and one thing I noticed about him, against the left-hander, he bowls very well. He moved the ball away from the left-hander, and with good control. However, for the right-hander, he's nowhere. For the right-hander, he struggles. But for the left-hander, he bowls that ball really good outside your stump and moving away. And if you watch his bowling action, you would see that he's moving that ball one way.
And these are the things you probably want to work on in at practice. But of course, what amount of practice do these teams get in? That is the question.
No practice? If the rainy season is on now?
So we about to see the start of over number 5. So Fields will continue. Although he's considered 14 runs in 2 overs, Pastor Morris, the captain, seen it fit to continue with him.
Wow.
And of course, Chaz, who probably took a liking to him, has been dismissed.
Yeah.
So here he comes from the river end, bowling to Gabriel. And Gabriel is hitting this one. This is going to go for 4. Hitting that through cover point for 4. And Fields continue to hemorrhage runs there tonight, Pastor Morris.
I think your captain must help you, especially as a bowler. And there must be conversation. How are you feeling? What's going on? It's not moving tonight. What do we do? And pull your length back. Well, let's do it outside the stump. I'll give you a man there. You know, let's set up the batsman to force him into error.
It just shows how differently a night of cricket can be. Here he comes again, beating him outside the off stump. Good delivery. This one moving away from Gabriel. Pastor Morris, a completely different outcome from the last game where he got that ball on the right line, right length, and had the batsman in trouble. Tonight he seemed to be just missing that line that creates the problem for the batsman.
I wish I could have shown you the replay on the last delivery. The momentum was different.
There is Fields. That's in the air. And Antoine picks it up. They come back for the second. Oh. Gabriel almost finding himself in a bit of trouble there, but they complete the second one successfully. And that takes the score to 29 in over number 5.
That's not bad at all.
But still not where you would want to be in the power play, Pastor Morris. And like we said in the last game, teams do not capitalize on the power play overs. And he's beating him outside the off stump, beats the bat, beats the wicket, beats the keeper, and just runs onto the boundary. But of course, no byes, so no damage yet to Labe. Just another dot ball.
We noticed Scotty is in early tonight. In the last match on Thursday, I think he came in at the last match they played, he came in at 6 or 5. But he remained not out, and he had 2 good scores. So tonight, he's promoted.
Here is Fields. Also Gabriel. Gabriel is again flashing that through cover point for 4. Antoine unable to get hand or foot to this one. Ball races to the boundary. Takes a score to 33. Takes Gabriel to 7. No. Beg your pardon. Takes Gabriel to 9. 14. My apologies. Takes Gabriel to 14. My mistake. So Gabriel looking to push along tonight. Here is Fields. Also Gabriel. Gabriel's getting the ball down the leg side. That's wide. Umpire signals right now.
So we are noticing that Labe is very quiet. They're not moving too much. I mean, nothing much has happened. They're not out of the game. But you really need somebody on every cricket game to keep the spirit going, because the spirit can zap out quickly. Anytime a team feel that the opposition is really screwing them, they are going to feel down and out. But you've got to work. You've got to save the game.
As Fields again beating Gabriel outside the off stump. That brings over number 5 to an end. The score remains on 33, 34. 34 for 1 after 5 overs, Pastor Morris.
Very, very balanced. So far, Millet has not run away with it. And after 5 overs,
34.
35, 5 runs and over. That is not bad for Labe. They lose 1 wicket. However, it is not bad for Millet either. What I noticed, Millet is setting up themselves for later. This is going to be a launch pad to later in the 12 and 15 over, where the big hitters can come in and really score hit the ball across the field. And Labbe would have to be careful in how the bowlers are used and who you leave back, because now death bowling is very important now. If this batsman can bat long, then the death bowling becomes important.
And definitely, and still a lot of firepower in the Millet camp. And you see, Fields, who was a star bowler on Thursday night, has already gone through 3 of his overs.
So it is Chase. No, that is Nick.
Edmund
Runs up, stop, and the umpire signals a dead ball. And Edmund runs back to his mark. Very exciting young man on the way to bowl to Scotty, and that is into the leg stump. Push back, Scott. Push back to the bowler, who picks up effortless. A wonderful place to play cricket. It's a northern end, a southern end. And we have been here quite a few times this year. Nick turns around, businessman-like, bowls, slower ball, but it's wide. And Nick bowls the strangest wide delivery. I mean, he comes in, he's top, and then he slowly bowls the ball, so the batsman can pick that out.
Well, Nick hasn't played cricket in a while, so it takes a bit of time to get the muscle memory going.
Nick again, and hit Scott on the pad, trying to work it to backward square. So just cannon onto the pad, and the wicketkeeper jump around and pick it up. Very, very interesting game, and very interesting. Scott stands #1 on his back. Nixon bowls to Scott, full ball, and that is slapped just wide over the man, and it's going to go into the boundary for 4. That seems to have happened so effortlessly. A full ball, and Scott just slapped it over the infield, and it went into the cow corner boundary for 4.
A very different Labbe bowling unit tonight, Pastor Morris. Quite removed from the bowling effort we saw on Thursday night, where the bowlers were running in, they were excited, they were bowling with the heart. Tonight is just lackluster.
Nick comes back, and that is full again, and works straight. They could be Joel picked up there at a maiden, wideish maiden. Yes, wideish maiden. Run around and pick it up, and Nick was back at the stumps in a flash, waiting for the return. And here is Edmund, bowls again, and that is a slower ball, and it's just went in the square area. That just run down into a leg slip position. The wicketkeeper run around, picked up. Yeah. Very, very tense game here. Something will break.
Something must give Pastor Morris.
Something will break. Nixon, southern end. Charles pushes cover point, attempting to run, was sent back by Scott. And that is the end of the 6th over. The power play is over. Your view?
Good power play for Millet, having lost only the 1 wicket. That's quite important. Labbe conceding 40 runs in that power play, which is not that different from what we've seen in other matches. That seemed to be the average score, 30, 40 that you get in the power play. You would have hoped. Millet probably would have hoped they were about 60, and I always think 60 or 6 runs and over in the power play is 10 runs and over is good going, but we have not seen it happen tonight. So we now have to look for the next 9 overs of play, see what happens now, see how Millet pushes on, and then set up the inning for a last 5 overs, maybe go big. You still have Mervyn Charles to come, you still have Kester Sharmai, who could really hit that ball tonight. So still a lot of cricket to be played here tonight.
So a bowling change. Fields bowled 3 overs. And here is the new bowler.
Zai Antoine is the new bowler.
Antoine, the new bowler, and he's going to come for the southern end. The last match we saw him bowl
northern end.
From the northern end. Last match he bowled most of his overs from the southern end. And he is bowling to Scott down the leg side. And the umpire extended his arms, an indication that it was a wide delivery. The wicketkeeper, who is also the captain, take a few steps and toss to Antoine. I had a chat with him, and he decided, I think he's coming around the wicket,
noticeably tonight, Pastor Morris, we've had very few extras.
Yeah.
As opposed to Thursday night where we had a lot of extras, where Labe considered 16 extras in the innings. So far we've had very few, just 3 wide so far. So
Antoine,
hoping Labe can...
down the leg side again, diving save by the wicketkeeper. And we were talking about extras.
Talk about the commentator's curse.
We were talking about extras, and all of a sudden, the new bowler comes in, and but if you notice the game, I'm hoping he was told he would bowl next, but there was no stretching of the muscle, no jumping and doing anything to set you up for this physical demand.
Not only that, Pastor Morris, if you notice, no pre-match warm-up either.
Antoine, again, push to what would be a silly point.
There was no pre-match warm-up, Pastor Morris. Neither team did any warm-up. And you have medium fast bowlers running in without any warm-up. You inviting injury.
Very, very, very truthful. Antoine again to bowl to Scott this time. And move across, and it's down the leg side. That is another wide. And what I don't like to see bowlers do, after they have bowled 2 or 3 balls down the leg side, then they want to come around the wicket or go over the wicket. But there's nothing wrong. You are actually throwing the ball or bowling the ball down the leg side. You have to stop doing it. And not over the wicket or around the wicket.
I always perceive going around the wicket as a more tactical move than to correct your line.
Antoine, pitch up, and that is hit straight to the man at long on. Came across. The man who dropped the catch earlier on. It was a hard effort. Got there, got both hands to it. For a minute there, the replay would show he caught it. And when he came down, he hit the ground hard, and the ball popped out.
But it's making those catches that makes the difference between victory and defeat.
Antoine, outside the off stump, and another wide. 4 wides in the over. A mighty slash from Chaz at it. Misses, it was wide, the wicketkeeper collecting what would probably be a second slip area.
So just as we spoke about Labe being a little more disciplined in their bowling tonight, we see Zai bowling a number of wides.
Zai, again, outside the off stump, slower delivery, beaten. Good ball. Again, for the first time tonight, we see the use of the slower ball effectively. It was not full, pitch up, and by the time the batsman discovered it was a slower ball, he was not sure what to do with it. So Zai must really get his act together. He bowled 4 wide deliveries in this over, and here he comes, bowls, that is short, and it is pulled straight to the man at the backwards, and there is only 1 run.
Could it be he's striving for too much pace, Pastor Morris?
Probably.
That it loses his shape in the delivery there. I'm falling away too early and pushing that ball down the leg side.
Probably. And I must say, I don't think the wicket is a batting paradise. Here is Zai. Bowls outside your stump, and that's the 5th wide. That's the 5th wide. That somebody must talk to him, because he went down the leg side, down the leg side, down the leg side. Now he came back wide outside your stump, outside your stump, outside your stump. Indication that he's not getting it together. Either his run up, his approach to the stumps, his delivery strike, all of this can affect your delivery. Here he comes in again, up the wicket bowls, outside your stump, good length.
Well, it's interesting that you mentioned the pitch not being a batting paradise. With today being the Sabbath, Pastor Morris, you would ask yourself how much preparation would have gone into the wicket today. Coming in here after church doesn't give you a lot of time to really prepare the wicket to its optimal. So just maybe a roll just to level it out.
Antoine bowls down the leg side. That is the 6 wide. So we are going to have a 12 ball over there. 12 ball over. That is really not good. And Zaya should do better than that at this level, with this game especially. That cannot be accepted.
Oh, we've had 5 wides in the over and just 3 legal balls.
5 or 6?
6 wides, correction.
Yes.
We've had 6 wides and only 3 legal balls, Pastor Morris. So 9 balls have been bowled.
He bowled down the leg side. That's the 7. Again, the umpire indicated it's not the right delivery. Reload. I would pull him off the attack when he's over and wait to send him to the other end. How many legal deliveries have he bowled? 5? So he bowled 7 and 5. 7 and 5, 12. He bowled 12 deliveries so far, and he cannot end the over.
But
Now,
bowlers do struggle, Pastor
Yes,
Morris.
of course.
And it takes courage and it takes heart to be able to come back.
Of a short run, Zaire, slower delivery, and that is push to mid-off, excuse me, and a diving save by Simon. The end of a long, long over.
Pastor Morris, this is not looking good for Labe tonight. None of the bowlers have really looked the part tonight. Fields, who we spoke so highly of on Thursday night, has not looked quite himself tonight. Antoine, who had a decent spell on Thursday night as well, is struggling, really, really struggling. And that does not bode well for Labe. So now we see the introduction of maybe spin. Calendar bowls both, but we're not sure what he's going to bowl tonight. So maybe Calendar is going to be bowling spin tonight. And that could very well spell trouble for Labe tonight.
Calendar does not like to bowl the tip ball. He bowls a medium pace or pace with the hard ball. But with the tip ball, he struggles.
Somebody said, I love the commentators. You're doing a good job.
So let us wait and see what is he going to do. Well, it appears to me that he will be spinning. So let us see what happens.
Is that a good ploy at this moment?
I don't think so. The batsmen have said I would wait until a wicket fall, then I would bring in the spinner. But these are two set batsmen, and both of them can clear the fence easily. That can cause some serious trouble. And we saw Calendar went for a few sixes last match. Here he comes. Under the wicket, both shot. And as I was saying, that should have been punished.
Again, Gabriel missing out on this one. Very short, very wide. And that should have been put away, Pastor Morris.
Very, 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 very well, sir. Calendar again. Left arm. Shot again and he hit it straight
It's in the air. Could be caught. Oh my goodness, it goes down.
Oh.
And you would ask yourself, what was he thinking? Just put up one hand, Pastor Morris, and this is not the way, definitely not the way to go for a catch. Again, Pastor Morris, the basics. We've talked about it before, doing and executing the basics.
And who was that fielder?
Joel just giving Gabriel a life tonight, and definitely not what Labe needs.
Here is Calendar. On the way balls, and it is push. On the offside, they're running for a single. Oh, it could be out. Oh no! Oh no! And it's going to. There'll be a second here. One overthrow. There should have been a run out, but an extra run. And many times you see that happen. And going back to the catch, the effort. There were about 4 fielders because the fielders knew how important that wicket was. And there were 4 fielders who surrounded Joel, but unfortunately Joel got a hand to it and couldn't hold on to it. So he's not doing too bad. Calendar down the leg side, and here comes the wide.
Hard luck for the young man, Pastor Morris.
Yeah.
I think he would have liked to have held on to this one. Unfortunately, it went to ground, but definitely not what Labe needs tonight. That's not the recipe for victory tonight.
Here is Calendar, faster ball down the leg side, one more wide. No, the umpire did not signal. I really enjoy watching umpire Leo signal a wide. He comes up like an happy eagle. He stretches his arm like an happy eagle, ready to take flight, ready to jump off a branch and take flight. You must take a look at him. Here is Calendar, again beaten outside the off stump. This one was well pitched. The batsman did not come across, just foot was planted into the leg stump and had a mighty heave at it.
Umpire Leo definitely seems to enjoy his duties in the middle.
Comes in ball and down again. Again, the batsman isn't moving. The end of good over.
Very good over, Pastor Morris. I'm considering the state of the game. And of course, he could have had the wicket in the over. So very good over. Unfortunately, he had a couple of wides there. But all in all, a good over.
And the other simple thing about the catch that was dropped there, the men running in was supposed to have called on the young man and say, leave it. Because you can get to the ball. He was running back. He was pedaling back for that matter. And the guys who were running in, they all got there and waited for him to drop the catch.
Well, what for me was interesting about the catch was not just the fact that he dropped the catch, but how he attempted to take the catch. It would almost seem to me like he has not been coached properly as to the correct way to try to go for a catch, because there was absolutely no reason not to go for that catch two-handed.
Nixon at the other end. That is full and hit straight to the man down there.
Be out, it's gone! Jaden takes the catch, and Gabriel goes. Ball Nixon caught Eli Box, and Millet loses the second wicket. Xavier Gabriel perishing, trying to push along the score.
What's amazing is the ball was there. It was there for the shot. And that is the thing about the cricket game and what makes batting so difficult. You cannot mess up. Any time a wrong decision is made, you can likely get out. However, the bowler is different. You can hit the bowler for 4 consecutive fours, and the 5th ball he gets you out. That's what makes batting so difficult. So Gabriel saw the boundary ball, and he went to hammer it, but did not get the height on it, and it went straight to the man.
He didn't have to move an inch. And of course, had he gotten a little more on that, could have gone for 6, but I think it worked out for Labe. They got the much needed wicket of Xavier Gabriel.
Who is the new batsman? Charles?
Kemal Charles, it looks like.
So Kemal Chaz comes in, and right away takes his guard, and here is Nixon. Ball shot, and wow, that ball was shot, and it really came on him quickly. He was not in position, attempted a pull shot, and the ball knocked high on the bat and just run to the man at square leg who runs up the boundary and pick it up.
Well, Nixon can generate a bit of pace.
He can.
I mean, we've played with him, and we know what he's capable of doing. So definitely tonight he will be looking to try his best to get a couple wickets for Labe tonight.
Nixon, ball, Scott. Oh, another slower delivery. It came to him full. The ball passed him on the full, and he looked to, again, hammer that. But again, he's more stationary in the wicket, and he just swung across bat and missed the ball completely. Simon came around, said out something to Nick. The ball smiled. Probably try it again, he says. I'm waiting for the catch. Nixon ball, full drive to the covers, and there's only one. That's a fine throw. Not on the mat, but full to the wicketkeeper.
So in over number 9, the score is 55 for 2, Pastor Morris.
And that is even Steven.
6.7 run, 6.4 and over.
Even Steven.
You're looking at 120, 130 tonight?
Yes. Here is Nixon. Underway bowls. Down the leg side, another wide. Labe will bowl 22 or 23 overs tonight.
Well, we've had about 12 wides. That's about 2 overs extra already.
Yeah.
And just when we said that Labe was a lot more disciplined than they were in the previous game, we've seen a number of wides conceded.
So the field remains the same, and Nixon continue, and he's going to bowl to Kemal Chaz. Shot outside of the off stump, and there's an appeal. There's an appeal. Not out, says the umpire. Don't come there, my boy. Not out, says the umpire. Well, the wicketkeeper is your indicator here. He did not go up, and he only went up after the bowler went up, which was clear indication that there was no edge.
Well, it only takes one to appeal, Pastor Morris.
So Nixon ties his shoelaces, walks back slowly, toss the ball, take a look at the ball, and he's coming from the northern end past the umpire, and that is pulled straight to the man down there. Oh, it beats him into the boundary. No, it does not. Oh, that was very unfortunate for the fielder. It went into the boundary for 4.
Actually went to the boundary for 4.
It went to the boundary for 4. So the ball was hit to him, and all of a sudden there was a giant off spin.
He did not anticipate the spin
yeah.
of the ball.
And the ball beat him. The end of over number 10?
Number 9.
End of number 9. And our score?
60 for 2.
60 for 2. Not bad going at all.
So Millet has not quite been able to run away with it.
No.
But of course, they've only lost 2 wickets, which is very important from their point of view. Labe would have probably been hoping for maybe 2 or 3 more wickets. So, but still pretty much even, I would say, with 9 overs completed, 60 runs on the board. You're looking at 6.7 and over. I think Labe should be pretty happy with that so far. But of course, a couple more wickets would have made the difference.
So it is
Jaden Eli box into the attack.
Jaden Elibox, left arm spinner.
Sorry, it's Calendar.
It's
sorry.
Calendar still.
Continue.
Yes, short ball down the leg side. And Calendar is having a difficult time. He was lucky in the first over.
And again,
he was not cremated. And here he comes again with a short, slow ball down the leg side. Scott is going to give Scott a chance and he will pump this over the fence. Comes again, short ball again. And as I was
that
saying,
is 6. That is gone for 6.
That is gone for 6.
That was a gift.
But how many times Calendar has bowled this short, slow ball, and that is the only 6 he have received?
Very, very short. He's been fortunate not to have been punished a couple more times. But this time, Scott latching onto this one and made absolutely no mistake with this one. And that just sailed over the deep mid-wicket boundary for 6.
Very, very good shot of a bad ball. And it is very important here that Labey bowls a better length, a better line, and because Millet has only lost 2 wickets, and if these 2 can continue until the 14-15 over, then that opens the door for the incoming batsman to be free at swinging.
Well, those bad balls have to be put away.
They have to be put away.
And you would hope that Calendar can minimize the number of loose deliveries that he bowls to a batsman like Scott, who looks like he can definitely put that ball away.
Here's Calendar to Scott. A slower delivery into the leg stump again. But he
There
just
could be trouble.
Turned down to leg slip, where Sitolin runs in, pick it up, and underarm throw to the wicketkeeper, Simon, the captain. And Simon is saying to him, go a little deeper and wider. I guess that's where he should have been. We lose Shane Warne today.
Definitely.
700 test wickets.
Arguably the greatest
Leg
spinner. Definitely the greatest leg spinner. Arguably the greatest spinner to have played the game. Depends on who you talk to.
Calendar, bowls, full ball, and that's in the air.
That is in the air. That could be out.
Who is coming on the
Fielder comes in. Jenny Box looks like takes the catch. And Chaz perishes.
Another bad ball.
Another bad ball, but not getting the distance on that one. Definitely got height, but not the distance. And Jaden Lybox taking a very good catch, coming in from the long on boundary. Pastor Morris.
Very critical time. It is very critical time. And just as we believe, we were saying that if Chance stay around until the 12-15 over, Millet could really launch it. But unfortunately, a full ball, slow ball, hit it straight in the air and didn't take a good catch at long on.
And that brings the very dangerous Kester Shalmine to the wicket.
Kester has played some fine innings this year for Millet. And if he stick around, I can promise you, Millet will be looking good. This is over number 10, and our score
67 for 3.
67 for 3. So the run rate is about 6 and over. And that is not bad in the first half of the game. This is not a batting paradise. For the past 2 wickets, 2 matches, batsmen have struggled. Calendar continued to enjoy his luck. Bowls, and that is played just to Gully. And the Gully fielder is deep. Pick it up. There was time for one more. One more. The number 15 batsman is
Kester Shalmine.
Kester Shalmine. Kester now a hard hitting batter. Comes in, bowls. He pulled away, and the umpire signaled a dead ball. What happened here?
That's interesting, Pastor Morris, because there was no indication that he was not ready. He just walked out.
Yeah.
Would have been interesting had the ball hit the stumps and an appeal was made.
Calendar, ball to Kester, up, down the, okay, that was spit shot and bounce. It bounced more than usual. Just to push it to mid-on, and the bowler just walk across and pick it up. No chance of a single. Very good spell here is needed. Stop the wides first, and then stop the run. Calendar. Okay, there's a big swipe at a ball on middle stump, hit on the pad, off the edge. The end of the over, end of 10 overs.
So at the halfway mark, we have At halfway mark, Millet just about 69, is it?
Yeah.
69 for 3 after 10. 6.9 and over, Pastor Morris?
Yes, that is not bad at all. This is 60, what you say?
It's 69.
69.
6.9 runs and over. So at that rate, Millet just about 130 runs. Competitive, you think?
Yeah. Yeah, so so we see here, ladies and gentlemen, that the Millet team is in a not too comfortable position. 69 runs are already on the board. And here is little Eli Box bowling to Scott. Scott allows that ball to go into the gloves of the keeper, which is signaled wide by the presiding umpire, umpire Aaron Stay.
So, Charlo, 6.9 and over. What do you think could have been done differently by either team so far in the game? Labe bowling, couple wides, could have cut down on that. But
Very much so.
What do you think could have gone differently?
Yes, I see that the Labe players captain is rotating his bowlers. Here's a ball that is hit hard and high over long.
That is gone
long
for 6.
On. Oh, that's a huge 6, sir. It was a magnificent one.
And Charlo, with that, we're going to have a change in commentary. We're going to bring in Georgie.
Georgie, the veteran.
Georgie is going to come and lend his voice to the proceedings tonight.
Okay. Georgie, good to have you into the commentary booth this evening. Good. Yes, we are there at intervals.
Yes.
The Pastor Morris, along with Mervyn, did an outstanding job.
Great job.
And we are taking it from here as we build the momentum of the innings. We just see another ball played uppishly, fall short of the player at cover, and a good throw to the keeper back in by the bails, up to the bails.
I think Millet is turning on the pressure.
The pressure is building up, but the wickets are falling also. The wickets are falling. Key wickets have fallen.
T20, it's not a matter of losing wicket. Yes, it is good, but when you have a player like Kester,
he just plays it off his pads to the vacant mid-wicket area, short mid-wicket area, and they took a single.
And the total is
70, 77, 78.
78.
Here is another ball played uppish, somebody's under it. No, can you imagine that, Georgie? The dew factor.
The dew factor have played a big role in that.
Yes.
He slipped.
Yes.
And then the ball went over his head.
Edman was comfortably under it.
Very well.
When he saw that he was too far, he tried to go back, but he slipped. And again, the shoes that he's wearing is not spikes.
You see, that's what equipment does. Good equipment gives you good production.
Good results too.
So good results. There goes.
So another 4 runs there. And he swings it hard and high over square leg. This is another majestic 6 there by young Scott.
Scott have been batting as a champion from the beginning.
Yes.
And I saw him in the last game, 70
plus, not out.
Not out. And look now, he's doing just exactly. You know what I like about Scott is his calmness.
Yes.
He's calm, and sometimes you believe he's out of the game, but he's not out of the game.
Yes, he's unassuming.
Yes.
He does not show you that I can hit a 6.
No,
but it's when the ball comes that the judgment that he executes is just all correct.
Excellent. Good
and the score, this 6 brushes the score to 80, 85?
85 score. 85 for 2, for
3 wickets.
3 wickets down.
Yeah. For 4 wickets. 88.
88 for 4.
88 for 4.
88 for 3. Sorry, correction.
Yes, correction.
Sorry.
So, ladies and gentlemen, those of you who are following the stream, it is indeed a pleasure. Here we see Calabas bowling to Kester. Kester drives this one. Calabas finishes his own bowling after he running very agilely in an agile manner to collect the ball.
88 for 4. 88 for 3 is a good score.
Yes.
Because I think we are probably close to the 10th over.
Yes.
He bowls Calabas. That's a full toss.
Oh yes. It deserves. Yeah. This I'm short. The ball that he bowled there, it deserves to be in the boundary.
Kester is a very good player.
Yes.
He's a national player. Just came from England. That is very easy for him to put away.
Yes.
And he did.
Yes. So people that are quality players, you bowl quality balls to them.
Empire is indicating something that Probably they can't find the ball or something of that sort. That is what
Yes.
happens at Balata.
Yes.
In the night time.
Very much so. But that ball will be retrieved in a while and be brought back to the field because we have ball boys who are going to collect these balls.
I just want to talk about the organization of that tournament. We have ball boys.
Yeah.
We have umpires. We have scorers.
Yes.
We have commentators.
Wow.
We have everything.
Yes. Everything is there. And ex-Kester dabbing that one just short of the keeper. He fires at the stumps, misses it by a little whisker.
It could have been out.
Yes.
Pretty close.
Good.
I think if it was a direct hit, there would have been a problem.
They would have been in trouble.
Umpires are indicating. Umpires are trying to indicate something. The ball, maybe the ball. So let's. The game is still Millet's way for me.
Yes, it is.
It's still
Yes.
bending towards maybe 60-40.
In that region, Georgie, I have 93 so far for free. Here's Scotty playing the ball upish in the air, in the center of the field. Kalbas is under it. Kalbas will take it. No, he drops it. Kalbas was not under the ball. He misjudged the ball.
But that's not his catch.
Yes.
There's an incoming player. He should be calling and allowing the incoming player instead of spinning around the ball.
Yes, he made a circle around the ball.
Exactly.
A circle. Here is he bowling again, and he dabs his ball through third money region, and they cross for another single. The score, as a result, moves on by one. No, there is an overthrow. There is more overthrows. 96, Georgie. Poor field in there by the Labby team. They are under pressure.
You know, I personally think you must try to cut out the boundaries, but you must cut out the singles.
Also.
And you could clearly see that the field is placed a little too deep because there's lots of singles.
Yes. You know? So anytime you play shot of a man, you take a single. That's what. What a shot! Ladies and gentlemen, did you see that? He went on the front foot and he lifted that ball over cover for a very elegant looking shot.
Is it a 6 or 4?
It is a 6.
Is
the 100 is up.
The magnificent shot. 100 up.
The 100 and
I think Millet is running
102.
away.
102.
Millet is running away with the match. They batted
104. Correction.
104 for 3.
Yes.
And Scotty and Kester is doing a marvelous work for Millet.
Yes. They are upping the run rate.
Very much so.
In a T20, that's what you need.
That's what you need.
Yes.
To hit the ball when it's there to be hit.
Yeah.
But I will say, Labbe is not out of the game.
Oh no.
One cannot count Labbe. If calendar gets going, it's all over.
Very much so, Georgie. And these two batters, they have been in a partnership.
Yes.
But if one person gets out,
we have a problem.
it can be toppled. And so, ladies and gentlemen, Eli Box is about to bowl to Lil Scott. Here he bowls to Scott, and Scott plays it in the gap. The man who is at the deep cover collects that ball, but they just ample cross for a single.
I just honestly admire Scotty.
Yeah.
The calmness and how he plays the shot. Look at the cut, half cut, half dry.
Yes.
That he played there.
Very good, Georgie. Here comes Eli Box bowling to Kester. Kester plays that ball similar to what Scotty played a while ago to the man who is sweeping that cover. Another single. 96. 106, sorry. 106 for free.
The wicket keeper is the captain of Labbe?
He is the captain.
Okay.
He is Jason Simon, I believe.
Simon.
Yeah. And Scotty is doing another shot there, but the sweeper comes into play again. Will they take a second? No, not what the throw. One good bounce to the keeper, which deflected off his body, and no run. No overthrows.
Off
one
the
more
back
run.
foot, he's waiting. He's actually waiting for the ball for the catch-up.
Yeah.
No.
So he plays it for a lot of timing.
Great timing.
Yeah.
I would have placed a short cover.
Okay.
I think he might play it in the air.
All right. Okay, Georgie, that's nice.
Look at the cut again.
There's a man in the way. A beautiful shot there, but there's a man in the way. The short Labbe player. I forgot his name. He's a Simon too. He's a Simon. Simon. There are two brothers on the team now.
Yes.
Yeah, two brothers, two calendars,
Beautiful.
two Simons.
Yes.
Very good.
Two Simons.
Yeah. Doing well. The spinners are in operation now, and here comes Eli Box ball to Kester. Kester cuts this one for third man. There's a man who is in the way. Good shot. No run.
Well stopped.
Yeah.
Good cricket at Balata.
He's annoyed with himself because he said he should have done better with it.
Usually it was short and it was slow, so he could have put it to the front,
Yeah.
to the gap there, but he tried.
Eli
An
Box.
edge.
Bowls to Kester. Kester is almost bowled.
I think what Eli Box needs to do is to pitch up the ball a little closer to the batsman.
Yeah.
Let them go for the
Yeah.
drive.
Yeah.
Let them go over the top.
Yeah.
But to pitch short, these two batsmen are cutting the ball very, very well.
They do. They are good cutters.
Yeah.
Very good cutters. And they play on the back foot
Yes.
to the short delivery,
Yes.
going away from them or coming into them.
Yes, yes. They play the cut shot very well.
Very good, Georgie.
But Millet is 107
And 7.
of how many overs?
I mean, find out from
Scorers.
our scorer.
How many overs have been bowled? 13 overs. 7 more to go.
Yeah.
Millet looks as if they're running away.
Oh, yes.
It's above 150.
We a while ago we were saying it was if the region of 130 will be a good. They look like they will go beyond 130.
Oh yes.
At the rate that they are going.
That looks like 150 and above.
Oh yes. They bring a pace now, a pacer. That's the opening bowler and the brother of the other calendar.
You know what I like about the whole game?
Yeah.
The urgency of the batsmen.
Yes.
They running hard for the singles. Look at the game. The game is just of a high standard.
Yes, it
they're
is.
running for the singles. They're taking the singles. They're pushing the ball around. They're dabbing the ball and they're getting it.
Very good. Young calendar bowls to Kester open the face of the bat, and the man who is deep, a deep cover point, cannot prevent the single. And the throw was a wayward throw too, fall short of the keeper, and the fielder at square leg backing up prevented another overthrow. So the score moves on by 1 to 109 in the 14th over.
The field is too deep.
Yeah.
My comment is
It's too deep.
Just too deep.
That's correct, Georgie. That's good observation.
A lot of singles that are, to me, unnecessary.
Yes, young calendar bowls. And Scotty is in the air. Will he be caught? The keeper is under it. No, he drops it. Ladies and gentlemen, something is happening to the ball when the ball is right up in the air. The players seem not to be following that ball, not to be following the path of the ball. Even the keeper with his large gloves is unable to connect and catch the ball.
You must be calm when you see the ball in the air.
Yeah.
If you run towards the ball with an eagerness, you'll be disturbed.
Okay.
You must be calm, see where you are, judge the ball, and then go for the catch.
Yeah.
But I think he just rushed because he saw the catch. He does not. It shouldn't drop in your hand. He
Good.
bowls.
That's a good delivery there. Kester tried to open the bat again, but he didn't make contact into the gloves of the keeper Simon standing up.
Let's make a comment on the two fielders in the deep and the square cover, the square gully.
Yes, you don't. What? I would not have placed him so deep.
The easy single.
Yeah, what a good shot there, upish. He's not making an attempt to catch it. He's just waiting for the bounce. Good throw to the non-striker. A single is there in the making for Kester. The score moves on by 1 to 111.
111 for 3.
In the 14th over. Yes.
Well done, Millet.
Young
well
Scott,
done. Well
young
going.
Scott is on strike now. Calendar balls to him, and he foul defensive plays it. Will it be a single? No. Kester went back into his squeeze to avert any run out. And that brings the over to an end, the 14th over to an end.
6 more to
and
go.
the Millet team is in a good position, Georgie, 111.
Very good position. 6 overs to go. You're probably looking at 50 runs, another 50. So that'll be 61 total, which is a very good score.
Very good score, and it appears to me that the Labby team is giving Millet the opportunity
What would you do?
to score and to score and to score. They are not taking the catches.
What would you do in that situation as a captain?
As a captain, Georgie, I will reassess where the field position. You will need some people at the boundary. You need a deep square leg. You will need a deep mid wicket.
Yes.
You will need a deep mid on and mid off.
Yes.
Fine. But look at how wide the people in the circle are. Here is Kester trying to get back on the back foot and try to cut the ball through point, doesn't make contact. They are too deep.
They're too deep.
Yeah.
You need to cut the singles.
To cut the singles.
Yes.
Yeah. So the pressure is on Labby. He's swinging it hard and high. The man who's at deep mid-wicket, he's just watching the ball goes to the coconut tree for another majestic-looking 6, Georgie.
And the signal comes from our Empire Eriste.
Yes.
Another 6
Another 6
to
is there.
Kester.
Kester
Kester
is
is really playing
Yeah.
a gem of an inning. But
Good,
I
good.
prefer Scotty's inning.
innings, yeah.
It's a solid inning.
Yes, but Eli Box must pitch the ball further up.
Further up. Let
He's
them
too short.
drive.
So they're playing him on the back foot and they can
That's-
swing him anywhere
yes,
they want.
yes.
Let's see that delivery. That's a better one.
Okay,
but it's
he's out.
uppish and he could
Should
be
be
caught. He'll be caught. No! It hit the finger.
It went away for 4.
Hit his finger and deflect into the boundary for another 4. Another 4 runs.
The honest truth is, I think that catch should be taken. You see, when I...
The agility,
The agility
of the players.
yeah.
Yes, they are waiting and they are not moving like they want to get the ball in
eager
their
to
hands.
get that.
Yeah.
I would be running out of here.
Yes, Georgie. It's another. You see another short ball. He allow it to go because it's a wide. It's too short. I don't know why spinners bowl so short.
Ball. I don't understand.
When they can dispatch you over square leg for 6,
Exactly.
over mid wicket for 6.
Pitch up
Yeah,
the ball.
pitch it up. Let him
And
drive you.
Look at the other thing. Many times when they hit the ball, when it's pitched up, is a catch. Is a catch.
Yeah.
Is a catch.
Yeah.
How many catches will drop because of the ball pitched up and they're going for the
Very
field
good,
line?
Georgie. Very
Short,
good. Very good.
Wide ball.
That's a nice observation. And the wide delivery is bowl there.
Yes.
So 123. 123, Georgie, in the
Yes.
15th over so
I
far.
I have my friend Alan Cyril.
Yes.
He's in Houston.
Another short
And he's
delivery.
watching- he's
He hit it
watching-
hard and firm.
He's watching the game because Labe is playing.
Oh.
He's from Labe.
Okay, Mr. Cyril, go to have you viewing and the comments. I know you will be making some comments there in the chat room. You can go ahead and do so. But the Labe is under pressure, Mr. Cyril. They're under pressure. Hey, Scotty hit it hard and high. It's going out on the field. It go into the fence for another. That's majestically hit.
Massive.
Yes.
The other
Oh,
comment
boy.
I need to make is when you're hitting from up here 6s,
Yes.
the wind is helping.
The wind helps you.
Be careful when you hit from the
From the other.
opposite end.
Okay.
Because down there, the wind will hold the
Yeah,
ball.
hold the
up
ball
in
back, but the wind assisted him
Yes.
into the boundary. Here is Scotty again. He slaps this one. There's a man in the way.
I like the
Good
bowling.
shot.
I like the bowling.
Yeah.
Slower.
Very good. He kept it
Slower
slower.
game.
Yeah.
Just slowly.
So the variety is there.
The varieties.
Okay.
Interesting cricket. We are at a good level, and I'm leaving you in a while.
Oh, nice, Georgie. It was good.
It
We're
was
going to come back
nice.
again. Yeah.
Very much.
so, Georgie. Good to have you we making the comments and the observation that he has made.
Yes.
So far, at the end of over number 15, the
score,
Millet score is 137, Georgie.
That's
137.
Listen, I said
They have-
150. I think they will go above 150.
Yes. Good. Okay. All right. Yes. So
I'm giving way to Mervyn,
to Mervyn.
great commentator.
Okay. Yes. It's good to have Mervyn in the commentary booth again. Mervyn, Millet is taking it away from Labi.
Chalo, definitely. Millet has taken it away from Labe. Definitely nothing in the bowling for Labe tonight. The number of catches that have gone down tonight, although credit to them, catching is a bit difficult in the light.
Yeah.
But still, these are the things that makes the difference. Catches win matches.
Oh yes. Also, we can see some fielding. I don't know. They have difficulty in fielding the ball. The ball is not coming to the hand. If it hits the hand, it deflects from them, and it not only deflects. Sometimes it reaches the boundary.
Well, they're definitely playing against a better team tonight in Millet than they did on Thursday night. So you have to come a little harder tonight. And unfortunately, they weren't able to do that. And they're paying the price out there tonight.
Yes, unfortunately. Well said. Young Calendar who opened the bowling, is continuing. Maybe that's his last over. I will confirm with the scorer. Last over for Calendar. He bowls to Scott. Scott misses that full ball. He went for a drive, didn't make contact, and keeper didn't collect cleanly. He had some difficulty collecting that ball. So we predicted before the commentary began that a score 140 will be a good score to defend. But we are in the 16th over already, and the Millet is already 147.
Well, if you look at the history of this tournament, Millet has scored 170 plus a number of times. So you expect a team like Millet to get 150 plus. However, with Labe bowling being what it is tonight, they have not showed up tonight. Labe did not show up tonight with their bowling and their fielding. So definitely you're looking at 170, 180 plus, and it's gonna take some getting from Labey tonight. Of course, the key batsmen would be Simon, would be Calendar, and Eli Box. If these three batsmen don't get going tonight, you're gonna ask yourself, where will Labey get the runs from?
Good point, and good observation. A drive there by young Scott, down to mid on for another single. 149, am I correct? 143, sorry.
But Chalo, in everything we see, we have to remember that cricket is a game played in 2 halves. And if we look at the game on Thursday, where Labey only scored 115.
Right.
I think most people would have bet Labey out of the game at that point.
Yes.
But they were able to come back and bowl out DC for 71, which was a great effort. So it's never over until it's over. And it's all happening, it's what happens in the middle. We could stand here and say what we think will happen.
Yes.
But it all depends on what happens in the middle. Calendar is due for a big one. I think Calendar is due. I think Jaden is due. And Jason has been in phenomenal form. So if they get going tonight...
Yes, it will be a cracker of a game.
No one knows what might happen tonight.
We had to see that. We had to see that in the second inning. But the inning is coming to an end. But that's just about how many? 3 more overs remaining? 3? Am I correct, scorer? 3 more overs remaining.
So 17 bowled.
4 more overs.
16 bowled, Chalo.
16.
4 overs left.
Yeah.
135. So if Millet can get another 40 runs in those 4 overs, 10 runs and over, with the batting power there now, that's pretty easy.
Yeah.
You're looking at 175, 180.
Yes,
and like
sir.
I said, that's going to take some getting tonight.
It will. So Phelps, who is the main strike bowler for Labey.
So Phils, who was the pick of their bowler on Thursday night, he's struggled tonight. So here he comes, here's Phils, ball to Kester. Kester is letting this one go through to the keeper.
Dot ball.
And I don't think Labey has experimented with the bowler tonight. Phil struggled from the river end.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe the captain would have maybe tried an over from the southern end, see what happens.
Yeah.
You know, chop and change and try to get something going. Yeah. But it hasn't happened for them. So here's Phils, ball to Kester. Kester is flicking this one away, and that's gonna go for 6. Just a flick of the bat. The speed, the hand speed, Chalo, the power, and he just flicked that over mid-wicket for 6. Easy as that.
Yes, easy as the wind blows, somebody say, as a statement. And I like the elegance in his shot.
I mean, Kester is a class act.
Effortless.
Kester is a class act. And he has been the player for Millet with bat and ball. And he's going to be a threat with the ball tonight as well.
Oh, yeah.
So Labey has a work cut out for them tonight. As Phils comes in again. Ball to Kester. Kester is bowled!
He's bowled.
It's gone for him!
Yeah.
I think Kester just swinging on this one.
Yeah, he swung.
And he pays the price. And maybe too little, too late from Labey. But definitely wickets. That's the best way to stem the flow of runs.
Very much so. Take the wicket. The catches were dropped. So he decided, I'm going to hit the wicket.
Definitely. Yeah. If the fielders aren't going to help you, then you do it yourself.
Beautiful.
And
beautiful.
I mean, he has the potential, the bowler, to do that, because he actually moves the ball both ways. But tonight he struggled in getting the movement. Yeah. Now with a bowler like him, who depends on swing, you're gonna have to pitch up the ball to get wickets. Yeah. But if it doesn't swing for you and you miss your lane by just an inch, and in the game of T20, the margin for error is very, very slim, if any at all.
Indeed.
You know, so and if you miss your length and you don't get the movement, you're gonna pay the price. And this is exactly what we saw happen tonight.
Very much so. Very much said. Well said there, Miss Mervyn. It appears to me that Fields is bowling his final over.
Yes, he does his final over as he comes in. Bowls to the new batsman. He's getting the ball pitched up to him. He's pushing that down to third man. The throw comes in. They've gone through for the single. They're going to attempt the second one. And there's trouble. And he's run out. It's got him. Unnecessary.
Yes.
At this point, Millet sailing.
Yes.
Comfortably at this point, you would say.
Wow.
And the batsman just walked down the wicket. There was no chance of a second chance.
Yes.
And the only thing that could have happened.
It happened.
He was run out. Cost him his wicket. And of course, that brings the power hitter, Mervyn Chaz, the captain of the Millet team, into the wicket. And he can hit that ball a long way, I can tell you. I mean, I've played with Mervyn, and I know what he's capable of doing.
Good.
So if he can get in in those last 4 overs
Yes,
there,
yes.
Labe could be in some serious trouble tonight.
Indeed. It was an unnecessary run out. It didn't call for. The ball just deflected off the keeper a few, not even 2 yards. And he came running out of his crease. Didn't have time to return to the crease. The ball hit the stamp, and indeed the dreaded finger of the umpire went up, indicating that he was run out.
Of course, good awareness by the fielder to realize that the batsman had ventured out of his stump. So Harris Fields bowls to Mervyn, and Mervyn is trying to push this one away, but Jason comes from behind the wicket, picks it up, and there is no run. So 141 for 5 in over number 17. Good total. I think most people would say that this is the pass score for this ground. So Millet will look like they're going to get it with 5 wickets in hand. 3.2 overs to go.
Good.
You're looking at another 30, 40 runs possibly. So it's going to be a big total tonight.
It will be.
And, but I do hope Labe can put on a valiant chase tonight.
Very much so.
Because they have brought in Nixon Edmond, who can hit the ball as well. They've also brought, they also have Ori Chango. He has not fired, but he's capable. And that is the thing with Labe. While most of the batsmen maybe have not fired or have not scored, but they have the potential. So tonight might just be their night to get going.
Very much
and I mean, I am hoping that these batsmen get in there and give us a cracker of a game. Now, I'm a Labe man, Chalo, and you know that. But I cannot play favorites here tonight. But I'm definitely hoping Labe can show up in the second inning and give us a cracker of a game tonight.
Good. Indeed. So if a total of 170 plus on the board, Millet should, if that reaches that stage, Millet should not be complacent.
No, you can never be complacent in a game of cricket, much less in a game of T20 on a small field. A flick, an edge, runs away for 4. And you chasing 170 or you defending 170 and you're confident. But 2 or 3 good overs from the batting side and you realize your target is down to under 100 and you don't know how to defend that and you might find yourself in trouble. So here is Nixon. Yes. He's changed ends.
Yes.
So quite a bit of power in the Labe batting as well. Like I said, Julius Simon is quite capable. Not a very big hitter, but definitely what you'd call a traditional batsman. But he can play and he can get some good runs.
All right. Okay.
So here is Nixon. That's a full delivery into the keeper. And the batsman swinging at that, but not making contact.
I usually say that balls like that is a gift.
Well, that one was low. The trajectory of the ball was quite low. So at the toe end of the bat, not hitting high up on the bat, you try to get under that, and chances are you just end up skying this one. Here is Nixon again. And the batsman venturing down the wicket, and it's been stamped. It's been stamped. Of course, Jason has showed great dexterity at the wicket. And of course, being a wicket keeper by profession in the game, he's kept for the national side as well. Very, very quick hands, very, very clean action.
Nice.
And another wicket goes down for Millet.
I don't know if you observed that was a slower delivery.
It was a slower delivery, but the batsman just running down the wicket. And I'm always perplexed. That's why batsmen just run down the wicket with actually no intention, because you did not go with power.
True.
If you make contact, you just end up popping it in there. So unfortunately for him, it cost him his wicket. But fortunately for Labe, that is another wicket for them. And if you notice, Chalo, with the fall of the 2 wickets so far, the scoring rate for Millet has slowed tremendously.
Yes, indeed.
So if you cannot, there are 2 ways to win a T20 game, or 2 ways to win a cricket match. You take wickets or you score a run. So in this case, Labe is doing what they need to do now, taking the wickets and keeping Millet quiet.
Very much so. Millet is now quiet. This 17th over.
So here is Nixon.
Very effective one.
Bowling to the new batsman with number 12 on his back. He pushes that into the covers and they go through for the quick single. Well, I can't say quick single. Mervyn Chaz just humble. It's Aloysius Chaz, the new batsman. Aloysius Chaz, the new batsman. So 2 Charleses at the wicket.
Very good.
Right now, Mervyn Chaz and Aloysius Chaz, who I believe is the opening bowler.
Yes. He is the opening bowler. Mervyn is making some cleaning up to the bottom of his bat. Now he's ready.
Here is Nixon. Into Mervyn. That's a shot. That's going to go for 4. That's going to go for 4.
No, there was a good
The
effort.
fielder putting in the dive,
Yes.
but not able to stop it. Julius Simon
Yes.
doing the fielding there this time, but unable to stop this one. And another boundary to Millet takes the score to 147 for
Yes,
6.
Correct, 147.
But Chalo, all in all, I think the last couple overs have been good for Labe. They've slowed the run rate, they've taken a couple wickets, and maybe they've given themselves a chance.
Yes, they are coming back. They are fighting. They are not going down sleeping. They are going down fighting. And Nixon is making some adjustment to the man who is at third man, making him go finer.
Here is Nixon.
Yes.
Ball to Movin. Movin is just pushing that into the offside. Ori Chango comes in to fill. They come through for the single. Takes the score to 148 for 6 in over number 18.
Yeah.
So Labe with a never say die attitude tonight.
Yes. It's now time to
As we welcome back Pastor Morris to
yeah.
take us through the last 2 overs of the innings. Pastor Morris, interesting cricket.
Very, very interesting cricket. I am at all with what is happening there. I cannot believe the catches that went down, but apparently Labe is coming back a little.
Definitely, and like we said, if you can't keep them quiet, take the wickets. If you get the wickets, it's going to slow down the scoring. And we've noticed that it's going to be Eli Box, to start the 19th over, and that's gone away. That is 6. That is a gift. That is a gift, Pastor Morris.
We have seen so much of this poor bowling tonight.
Yes,
it's
and,
rather unbelievable. This is poor bowling. Long, slow, full long hops. Slow, long hops at a batsman in a T20 match will always sail for 6.
And a batsman like Movin is not going to let that go through.
Never
in a
you.
semi-final match again, you're going to come with your A game tonight. And Jaden just relieving the pressure that Edman and Fields had built up in the last couple overs.
Wow.
So how does he respond? We don't see the bowlers going full and wide, which is what's needed. Here is Eli Box. Into Movin Charles. Movin is hitting that. That is another one. That is gone away for 6 again. Consecutive 6s.
Again.
First 2 balls in the over. So tremendous pressure on the young man. Being hit for consecutive 6s and just 2 balls in the over. Pastor Morris, this could be a huge over.
Again. Into the block hole. Not into the block hole. Again. Full.
Just a length ball. Just a length ball. And it doesn't seem to be turning for him tonight. So that's just in Mervin's act. And he's just hit through the line of the ball, easy as you please, and just dispatch that over wide long on for 6.
Wow. Cricket tonight is brought to you with a kind compliment of Cepal Holding. For all your concrete needs, call Danny Cepal.
Here is the Eli Box, and that's a good delivery, a bit short, but Charles not able to capitalize on this one. And a dot ball.
A dot ball.
I think the bowler would be quite relieved with this dot ball. Here is Jaden Eli Box to Movin. Movin is getting the ball on the pads, works this one away. There is a fielder in the way. At square leg, sends this one in. And just a single. The score moves on to 161. 161 for 6. So, Pastor Morris, we're looking at 170 plus tonight.
Pass.
And Aloysius Charles not able to do anything in that slower delivery. So Jaden finally seemed to be able to come into his own in the over. After being struck for 2 6s of the first 2 balls, has just considered 1 run of the next.
He's trying to pull
the next
it
3
back.
balls.
He's trying to pull it back.
Here is Jaden. Quicker delivery, that's in the air, but nobody there in that vacant mid-wicket area. They come through for the single.
And
the over comes to an end.
And that again was a full ball that should have been punished, but because it was a faster delivery, it got there faster, so the batsman could have just pushed it to mid-on. The umpires are asking the score after 19 overs.
162 for 6 after 19 overs, Pastor Morris.
I probably think that Labe has escaped a little there, because 162 after 19, at where Millet was going, I think it would have been 182.
Well, I want to give Labe some credit for being able to pull it back a bit. I don't want to say they got away with it. I mean, you have to bowl. And to be able to pull it back from where they were at the time, Millet was really coming at them. But Edman and Fields were able to come back And even Calendar was able to come back with 3 good overs. And they took wickets in those overs, and they were able to peg Millet back. So I think it was good bowling. So Harris Edmund
comes in, bowls, and that is outside your stump. That's the right length. Oh, but it's a little too wide. Umpire Leo signal, reload.
Again Labey continue to suffer with the bowling of wides, and that keeps adding to the score tonight.
Can we find how many wides have been bowled? Harris Edmund bowls, Charles, down the leg side, 1 more wide. So after 2 deliveries, he've not started the 20th over.
There we go. So Sundries, another one to Sundries. It all adds up, Pastor Morris. And I'm sure when we will find out how many wides have been considered in the innings so far.
Very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Let us see what
17.
17. That is
17,
almost 3 overs. Comes in Nixon ball, and just outside the off stump, the batsman went to hit it on the up, misses. The wicketkeeper dislodged the bills, and the square leg umpire shook his head and said, "No, you've not gotten."
And I must say that the keeper has shown great dexterity tonight, Pastor Morris.
Very, very good. In the last game, he was very good, and tonight again, he's shown his class as a wicketkeeper.
Unfortunately, not able to glove that catch that was skied earlier.
That was a great miss. Harris Edmund again, slower ball again outside the off stump. He's bowling good now. This is 2 deliveries.
I think the last 4 overs, Labey has really come back into the game. And I think they've given themselves a fighting chance with those last 4 overs, not allowing Millet to run away with it to a 180, possibly 190 score.
So you come down, have a chat with Charles. You must have said to him, if you can't get it out of the way, get a single. Give me a chance at it. And that is how the game should be played. And here is Nixon again. Slowly but outside the stump. Massey got a bottom edge. It run down to short third man, where Simon picks up, throws to his brother, the wicketkeeper. 1 more to the score. Good bowling. And bowlers who come to play a T20 game must be on the A game. Always. You must be on your A game. T20, there is no room for error as a bowler. You have to give 100%. You must be on the mark all the time. You do not have the room or option to bowl slow, short ball, wide delivery, especially the wide. So that when you bowl a wide ball, comes in, bowl, again, just outside the off stump again. Nixon is doing a fine job here.
A very good job, and exactly what is needed in the 20th over. Keep the batsmen quiet, deny them the scoring opportunities, and possibly a maiden over, or maybe just 1 or 2 of that final over. I think Labey has definitely given themselves a chance in that game tonight. 165 for 6. That's going to take a bit of getting.
Yes.
But I think Labey has the batting machinery to do that. Yeah. If the batsmen get in tonight.
So you ask for the strike, he gets it. Back, pull that, but straight, go again. Again, through the fielder there, and that's, who's that fielder? That is...
Young Joel again.
That looked like Young Joel. Did not feel it well at all.
And his fielding has been subpar tonight. Definitely not what is needed in a semi-final match.
Well, the truth is, the whole team has not fielded properly.
But the ball seems to be following him tonight.
Following Joel, yes. Comes in, bowl, slower ball, and ball him. Again, well bowled. Bowling well. And where have this performance been before the 20th over?
Good comeback from Labey. Yeah. The last 4 overs have been a revelation from them. Maybe just Jaden being dispatched for 2 sixes. 166 for 6 at the end of 20 overs. Pastor Morris. At one point, it looked like Millet was on course to get 180, 190. Yeah. But Labey, I think, in the dying end of the innings, came back really well, and were able to restrict Millet to only 166. So this is the end of the Millet innings. They've managed 166 for 7 rather, and Labey is going to need 168. When it's their turn at the wicket.
If you look at the vibes, you would notice Labey can hardly bend their joint, and they look to be soft. They look to be soft, but that is runs on the board. They have to make up their mind to come and fight and score the 160 odd runs required to win the tournament and to get the $2,000 reward prize?
Well, Pastor Morris, we've always said it. In a game of cricket, anything is possible. And if we go to the match on Thursday night where Labe only mustered 115, I think most people had counted them out of the game, but they were able to come back with their bowling and give us a star performance and come back and win the game. So tonight, you never know. They do have the batting machinery, but will they fire tonight? That is the question. So as we invite Pastor Roger Stephen, the president of the St. Lucia Mission, to have a chat with Pastor Morris.
Very interesting game here tonight. And those of you, wherever you are, I want you to know this cricket is brought to you with the kind compliments of Cepal Holdings for all your concrete and building need at a price that you can afford. Call Mr. Danny Cepal and he will take care of all your concrete needs. Next to me is a gentleman. He is the president of the St. Lucia Mission, and it's good to have you here tonight, sir.
It's good to be here. Thank you very much. It's good to be here. I've been on the road and listening to your commentary and what professionalism that you display here. I've been following many of the games at nights. And it is just so amazing, Pastor Morris, to see what is happening in St. Lucia, and more specifically the Seventh-day Adventist Church, giving such opportunities to the young people, specifically in the area of cricket. This is just outstanding.
We have over 340 young men playing cricket.
Wow.
And it's good to have them. And we do conduct our devotional like I did today.
Correct, yes.
And so we are doing well. But what's your view so far? Did you see the first innings?
Yes. Well, I saw maybe the last 7 overs. I looked at it while I was driving, but I must say I am so impressed with the entire organization of this. When I think of the cameras, and one of the highlights I believe of this is the replays. To know that LNO Studios can do the replays so professionally. I mean, the commentary. I mean, it's just fantastic. It's just fantastic.
People, we get comments from people over the world.
Yes.
I was here. My brother went to America to marry his daughter, and my sister left England and came to America to meet him for the wedding.
Right.
And my phone rang. I look at it, and she was on the line. He said, "Quid, we are here. Titan and I are here. Give us a shout out.
Wow.
We are watching." Maryl Antoine was here, and he told me as he drive to and from work, he followed the game in Canada and North America. We have sent.
And I heard Alan Cyril.
Yeah.
Alan, it's good to know that you are following the game.
Yeah.
It's just so wonderful to know that this is touching so many lives and impacting so many lives. But I must tell you, I am very happy to know that many years ago, I think Mr. Cepal, when we started, I think it's either 2014 or 2015 when we started APL, the entire objective was sports evangelism. And I'm very happy that you all have maintained sports evangelism, bringing young men from all of the different constituencies around St. Lucia to be playing, rubbing shoulders with the Adventist folks and attending. And Georgie was just saying to me that out of this game, so many persons have been baptized, which I am very grateful for.
And they follow the rule. You will never see a bare bottle.
Correct.
You will never see somebody drinking or smoking along our games.
Right.
You will not even hear an obscene language because they really. We've had a few issues, 1 or 2 issues with people who, are already guys.
Yes.
And the way the guys respond to our criticism, they would accept to do an apology in public. This APL is just covering St. Lucia, and we have teams, but we do not have it from Soufrière and Vieux-Fort this year, but we've had teams from all over the island at one time or another playing in the game. And we are happy to know that the Adventist Church is behind us, and we are happy to know that the government of St. Lucia, the minister have been here a few times, is behind us, we have Danny Cepal sponsoring. We have Brother Baptiste sponsoring. We have other people. We have Brother Isidore Insurance Company sponsoring. So we've had a lot of people who
St. Lucia Insurances.
But not forgetting the man behind the scene is Mr. Cepal.
Mr. Cepal. And I'm very happy, although I know every year is the APL, but this year, of course, we know that this was the Chaz.
That's right. The unfortunate Chaz incident.
and it is good to know that his legacy has been carried on in the cricket field. And more so, I'm understanding that next Saturday night there is a special game where people like you and Pastor Bissett and the pastors will be playing.
And you?
And I think I will just be along the side, just collecting and catching balls. But truly, I'm not a cricketer. And then the APL begins.
The APL.
So it's good to know that this Chaz knockout has brought such impetus to it, and even in the beginning, it is really a great thing.
Where we
Pastors 11 versus the sponsors 11.
the Pastors 11 versus the
Sponsors 11.
And in the Pastors 11, we can have first elders.
Okay, very nice.
So
very
we are
nice.
on for a fun game just at 10 overs, so you can take that.
Next Saturday night.
Yeah, you can
Next
take that.
Saturday, yeah,
It's
I
just
think
for
that-
10 overs.
Right, yeah.
Just a T10. So thank you very
It
much
was
for
good to
being
be here. I'm going to be here to see what Labe is going to do. Labe, of course, is my church, my community.
Yeah.
I will just be ensuring that I give them my full support.
Thank you very much. This is Pastor Roger Stephen, the president of the St. Lucia Mission, and we are happy to have him here tonight. Thank you very much. And now I'll have somebody special also coming in. The sponsor, the manager of Cepal Holding, sponsor of this tournament, is here with me. Good night.
Hi, good night,
Good to
Pastor.
see you.
Same here.
How have you
Good
been
to see
enjoying the game?
It's been going well. Well, me and my family have been enjoying it. We've been looking at it online.
Online, yeah.
Yeah. But tonight I am here, and I'm happy to be here.
Well, everything came out of something very unfortunate.
Yeah.
The passing of your nephew, young man. And what's your vibes? What do you take from what is happening now?
Well, I'm honestly happy to be here to see the young guys coming out, hitting those 4s and 6s. And to know that they held this tournament in memory of Chaz, it means a lot. And as a company and family, when we heard that, we said we should be part of it.
Yes.
And that is why we came on board to sponsor it. And, we are happy to see how this is turning out.
What about next year? Will we still have another Chaz knockout next year with your sponsorship?
Well, Cyrus will answer that question. But wherever they need our assistance, we are willing to.
Because
work
this
with
this
them.
has come off beautifully.
It has.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it has been. It exceeded our expectations.
Well, thank you for being with us tonight.
All
We're
right.
about to start the second innings. All the best and thanks for the sponsorship.
Thank you.
And I'm hoping next
You're
year,
welcome.
this can be one of the menus on our every year from now on. Let us see how
All
fast
right.
it goes. Let us
Okay.
see how well it develops. Thank you very
All
much.
right, thank you.
Good night. So the Millet team is taking the field. The spirit in the steps indicate that they are confident and they are ready to defend 167. The last over, Mervyn really pull it back. Mervyn, welcome.
Good to be back, Pastor Morris. So, crunch time.
Crunch time.
It all comes down to the next 20 overs.
What would you do as the captain? What would you say?
Well, it's what I've always said. Find the runs. Play every ball on its merit. This will never change in cricket. You play every ball on its merit. You will get a couple bad balls. But most importantly, if you cannot get the big shot, you rotate the strike. These are two capable batsmen at the wicket. You find the singles. You find areas where you convert 1 into 2s. And of course, like I always say, occasionally if you can punctuate it with a boundary, a 6 or 4, by the time you see what's happening, you have 10, 12 runs and over. And if you can keep wickets in hand, and that's very important, you have to keep wickets in hand. So partnerships would be very important tonight.
You sell targets. Would you set targets after 6 overs? You must be at 80.
Well, ideally, you would want to get as many as you can in the power play. So if you can get 60, 70 in the power play, that is good. Maybe, ideally, Labe would want it to be without loss. But if you've lost 1 or 2 wickets and you have 70 on the board, you halfway there.
Well, Labe got a boost today with Nixon, Edmonds in the batting lineup. So let us see what happens.
Nixon is in.
I would be. It's good to see Simon, your best player, open. It's a T20. Always let your best batsman open.
But Nixon is in. Also, you have Julius Simon coming in.
Yes.
He's not a power player, but quite capable. So here's the first delivery. And that's in the air. Simon just flicking this one over mid-wicket. And they come back for the second. And Labey off the mark immediately. So it's Aloysius Charles opening the bowling from the southern end. And Jason Simon, the Labey captain, taking first knock.
So the batting has done the piece. Now the bowling must come and back it up. And that is where the cricket game comes alive. Can you measure up?
Well, they will have to tonight if they want to get into the finals. Of course, Mount Olive's waiting for the winner of tonight's game in Thursday night final. So here is Charles into Simon. Simon's getting a full ball, but he's driving that straight back. The man comes from mid-on and fires in the return. The timber is disturbed, but they comfortably complete the single. And Labey move on to 3 without loss.
So that is not bad. That is being careful. We have not seen in the first 2 balls that anything suspicious about the pitch. Still taking it as it comes.
That brings
on its
the light box into face his first delivery. Left armer is opening the face of the bat on this one. And they're firing the return. But they come through for the single.
So the young man picked it up, and the throw was not direct. It was a little high. And even if the batsman was shot, he would not have time, the wicketkeeper would not have time to pull that down onto the stumps. So, okay fielding. And I just made it a little difficult for his wicketkeeper to get the job done.
So here is Charles from the southern end. Once again, into Simon. That's a short ball, a bit wide. Umpire Leo signals a wide with his stylish gesture. And so the first wide for Labey tonight, Pastor Morris. And Millet, of course, would be hoping to curtail the number of wides that they bowl tonight.
Because Labey bowled about 23 overs.
Yeah, Labey gave away a number of extras, which, of course, gave them a lot more runs to chase. So here is Aloysius, bowls to Jason. Jason is pushing that back to the bowler. And there is no run.
Oh, that was a good ball in the block hole, and Jason played it well. Jason should, even if you're chasing 160, you don't have to fly out. Flying out, scoring runs quickly is the right thing. But you can be careful and take your time.
Well, he's not only a power player.
That's right.
Here is Charles. Oh, Yokalan delivery. And Jason is just digging this one out. Good delivery, but also very well played.
Jason had a match earlier on.
So he may very well still be carrying the form from that game, Pastor Morris.
Yes.
And of course, he has been the talisman for Labey.
Yeah.
Here's Charles again. That's in the air, but that's gonna go all the way. So, oh my goodness, and we have just hit a little girl. But that's all part of the game. So 6 to Jason Simon of Aloysius Charles, and the first boundary of the innings, Pastor Morris.
Yes.
The first 6 as well.
6 of the innings.
So it was at the end of over number 1, Labey 11 without loss.
It's rather unfortunate that the ball hit a little girl.
It's unfortunate, Pastor Morris.
But that she'll take care of that.
She seems fine.
She seems fine. Yeah, she seems fine. Yeah, she seems fine.
So a bit of an expensive start by Aloysius Charles, conceding 11 runs off the first over.
Yes.
Of course, this is exactly what Labey needs tonight. And of course, they would hope that can continue, but of course, keep wickets in hand.
That's right. And measure the bowling. See each bowler and deal with him on merit. Because Labey, there is something against Labey, and that's the score pressure. They need to go at 8 runs and over. And to get there, they must score at 8 and over. And 8 and over is a good rate to ask a batting team to follow, batting second.
So Siobhan Leo is the new bowler from the river end, and he will be bowling to Jaden Elibox. As he comes in, bowls to Elibox. Elibox is just pushing this one back down the track. The bowler cleans up himself, and there is no run. Of course, Leo, quite experienced bowler. He's played in a number of circuits around the island. He's played club cricket.
Under 15.
So very, very experienced campaigner. as he comes in off the short run. Ball to Eli Box is looking to flash outside the off stump, but this is too wide to play, and as umpire Aristis signals. So another wide to Labey, and Labey would not mind those extras.
Oh, no, definitely
Pastor
no.
Morris.
They are looking back to get 23 overs to equal the match.
So here is Leo. That's down the leg side again. It's going to be called wide as it is. So just struggling to get it right early on. Pastor Morris. Millet will of course be hoping that he could get this right rather quickly.
And that could break a bowler's confidence quickly, especially when many people are running to you with advice.
It definitely
really, it really. It's best to let the bowler, one person talk to him, another bowler, the captain, and let him do it. Let him deal with it.
There is Leo. That's short. But rush Jaden there. And that goes down to fine leg. And just a single. The bowler firing this one in there, Pastor Morris. That one rushed Jaden a bit.
I am of the opinion that Labey is careful and Millet is careful. As I said earlier, something would break in the first inning. And then this would happen here because Labey have some part in power and they can get these runs.
There is Leo. Jason is getting the ball pitched up to him. That one made a bit of height.
But you notice Jason was set up to clear. He make room to really heave that ball over long on.
But I think it made a little more height than he anticipated. And I think he quite wisely let it go through to the keeper. So here is Chauvin again. That's again another short ball, but not making the height. And Jason just opening the face of the bat, works it down to third man for another single.
Very well.
So 15 without loss in over number 2.
So if you cannot get the boundaries, run the run. West Indian, we bowl 60 balls. We face 60 maiden balls in a match. West Indies. West Indies is in the habit of, in a 20-20 game, face 60 dot balls. That's 10 overs.
But exactly what we were saying. So Labey in over number 2, they're 15 without loss. But they've only struck a single boundary. So which means they've been rotating the strike. But here's another boundary to complete the over. So Jaden Eli Box just swinging this one through mid-wicket for 4 and takes the score to 19. And just as we were saying that Labey has been able to keep up the scoring rate but not getting too many boundaries, Jaden just punched this one over mid-wicket for 4.
Again, it was a short ball. And he had all the time. And what was good about the shot, he hit the ball flat. So the fielder across there did not have time to come to stop that ball. Very good shot. I am told that our friend here, Merrill Antoine, somewhere in the U.S., is following. Good night, Merrill.
Hey, good night, Merrill.
All the best. Stay away from the fast food, my friend. And I hope you are enjoying the cricket, you and your wife. Have a wonderful night.
So, Pastor Morris, very good start to the Labey innings. So here is chance over number 3. That's a full delivery. Jason is driving that through 2 mid-off and just a single. So 20 in over number 3. Good going. 9.2 runs and over. Exactly what Labey need.
Yeah.
They need to keep wickets in hand and just keep going at that rate.
I am thinking that I am noticing also that after this ball.
So here is Chaz to Eli Box. Eli Box is playing this one down to third man. The fires in the return.
Top fielding.
Good fielding.
Top fielding.
Good throw.
Top fielding. If it was a direct hit,
that would have been interesting. I believe he probably would have made his ground there, but you can never tell.
With a
of
direct
course,
hit.
it's always the umpires making the final decision.
Yeah.
But good single, good fielding, good cricket all round. Here is Chaz into Eli Box. That's a short ball. This is going to go all the way for 4, does it? No, good stop. Very good stop on the boundary.
Some good footwork here.
Good stop there.
Good footwork here.
And I think the batsman thought he had gotten the boundary there, Pastor Morris, and they only got 1 run.
Yes, that was rather unfortunate for the batsman. You never stop running until the umpire signal. You are playing with an umpire. You are out when he says you are out. You score 1 run when he says you score 1 run. There's no way around it.
So here is Charles to Eli Box. Eli Box is getting the ball outside the off stump. Flashes at this one. Doesn't make contact. Score remains on 23.
Very quiet evening. And the umpires are in consultation. How many balls left?
I must commend the umpires on their performance tonight and throughout the tournament, Pastor Morris.
The consistency is very good.
Here is Aloysius. Ball into Eli Box. Eli Box is turning this one down to fine leg, but again, just a single.
Very good throw. Right besides the Bills. The wicketkeeper, you picks it up.
So 24 for none, 24 without loss, Labey. And a very good response by Labey. Exactly what is needed. Not forcing the big shot tonight, rotating the strike, but scoring at a fair clip.
Yes.
Here is Aloysius. Oh, Simon is looking to whip this one over mid-wicket. It cannons into the pad. And the dot ball that
I think
brings the over to an end.
Simon was beaten here by the pace of the ball. The ball was much slower than he anticipated because the lazy flick shot will work only over fast delivery. But he missed the ball cannon into his pad. So Labey is really responding beautifully here. They are not taking too many chances and there are not too many boundaries neither. However, the run rate remains very healthy. They will have to keep on that. The Millet bowling team will have to show up and bowl. Our bowler a while ago bowled, I think, 2 or 3 wides in his first over. But here he's back for, I think that's his 4th over. And he is going to be bowling to Eli Box.
So here's Leo. That's a shot ball. That's in the air. That is gone away. That is 6. That is a big one, Pastor Morris.
He played
monstrous. Jaden just getting under this one and muscled it away over long on for 6.
He played that as if he was having fun. Just magnificent shot straight over the bowler. For a minute there, it appears like it was not going to get past the boundary, but it just fly over the boundary.
Well, he has that ability to hit the ball big. So here is Leo again. Ball outside the off stump, that one keeping low.
And slower.
And making good use of the slower delivery. So the score moves on to 29 without loss in over number 4.
Well, that last ball, Jaden tried to run it down, but there is a man there in a deep slip position for that shot.
So here is Leo into Eli Box. Eli Box is getting the ball that rushes into him, wraps him on the pad. And there is no run.
Leo is really improving because his first over was not that good. And he was hit for 1/6 of his first ball. But the other 2 deliveries, he has caused some concern to Eli Box.
Eli Box is getting the ball. That's wide. Umpire signals. So another 2 sundries. Takes the score to 30 without loss in over number 4. And we've had 5 wides so far in the innings.
Approaching an extra over.
Definitely. But what's interesting is Labey's run rate. They've kept their run rate hovering around 8.5 and over.
And that's beautiful.
There is Leo. Full delivery. That's rushed into the pad.
Again, again on the leg stump. Again on the
very
leg
good
stump.
delivery there.
And Eli Box was trying to pass the square leg umpire. There is a man down there, but he probably would have get 1 or 2.
With the speed of his bat, he may just get the boundary. There is Leo. That's in the air, but over the head of the man, filling that point. And they go for the second. There could be trouble here. But Jaden just making his ground. And they complete the second.
I think there was a misjudgment in the single there because the bowler, the fielder went and got the ball and the batsman had not moved past his crease. The return was a poor and slow one. That is what saved the batsman.
Well, in the end, Labey would just be happy that they got the single and kept the wicket in hand.
Yes, yes.
So here's Leo with the final ball of the over. Jaden is hitting that hard, but not able to beat the man, filling at a very, very wide-ish mid-wicket. The over comes to an end. The score is 32 without loss after 4 overs.
After 4 overs, 32.
So 8 runs and over, Pastor Morris.
That is very good.
Very good going
In fact,
from
that
Larry.
is the required rate. That is the required rate. And they have not lost a wicket.
Most importantly.
That makes it even more important. So the Labe fighting back now is going to cause some concern to Millet. Now, Millet knows what can happen when your bowlers don't fire, because that's what they did to Monrepo. So let us see what is the ploy and what they are going to come up with today to get the runs without much stress or cause any alarm tonight.
So here is Charles into Simon. Simon is looking to drive again, but not able to penetrate the field. The bowler feels.
I noticed Chaz is bowling, getting the ball full, and that is the good thing about his bowling. He's bowling it right up there, and Simon cannot get under that ball. So every time he's tried to hit it out of the ground, it just rolls back. So Simon must be careful, because he can undermine a Yorker.
So here is Charles to Simon. Simon is hitting this one hard. This is going to go all the way for 4. Firmly driven back past the bowler, Pastor Morris.
What happened here?
Beautiful shot for 4.
Charles missed the line. And that's the thing about my people about bowling Yorkers. Anytime you miss the line, you will be punished. That is why bowling a Yorker is so difficult.
Just missing his length slightly. Yeah. But a batsman of Jason's caliber will not let that go unpunished. Yeah. And drop that firmly down to the long on boundary for 4. So here's Charles. How does he respond? He comes in, bowls, and Jason is looking to walk this off the pad. Doesn't make contact.
Very.
So
that's a good ball.
Very important, a dot ball.
Very.
Score remains on 36 without loss.
So what's going to happen? The Labe batsman will grow confidence. Even those who are in the dressing room now, in the hut now, is going to grow confidence from this performance.
So very encouraging. Comes in. It's a wide delivery.
So that completes the
signals.
First extra over.
So definitely 6 wides considered by Millet so far.
So every wide you bowl, you must bowl it over, plus there's a penalty of 1 run. So every time a fielding side bowl more than 6 wide, there's an added over. So the game is not a 20-20 again. It's going to be a 20-21 or 20-22, 20-23, depending on the number of overs you bowl.
Here is Charles. That is full delivery. Simon was again looking to drive this down the ground. The ball went through him, went through the keeper. And fortunately for Simon, this was not well directed.
And Charles remains consistent. He messed up a while ago. He just missed his line. But here he comes back with the full ball.
Well, he's bowled 2.4 overs and is considered 20 runs. Not bad. 7.5 runs and over in a T20 game. I think this is quite good.
Yeah, it is
and in the power play as well.
Play,
so
right.
Decent effort by Charles with the ball so far. So here he comes into Simon. That's a full delivery. That is in the air, but that is going to carry all the way for 6. Unusual place to hit a 6, Pastor Morris. Yeah. But it does not matter where you hit them. As long as you hit them for 6, they all count. And definitely exactly what Labe would have been hoping for.
The ball went behind the wicketkeeper. Now, the ball can get there off an edge or the dish and scoop. But here he was trying to hit the ball, I think, over square leg. But he may have closed the fist too much. And the ball hit the edge of the bat, balloon in the air, over the third man fielder.
So here is Chaz, final ball of the over. Simon is hitting that. That is in the air, not carrying. Oh, that's gone. Simon goes.
At the end.
So Millet strikes at the end of over number 5. 6. They've gotten the danger man. Simon looking to hit a big one, but getting the height, but not the distance on this, and pays for it with his wicket.
Yes, the ball was there for the shot. I think he didn't middle it hard. It was not well middled, but that will cause some serious concern in the dressing room, because Simon is a player who could win the game on his own. But Nixon is coming out to join Eli Bucks, and Nixon is also a good player, but he will have to block down and face, at least the two of them should try and face the other 5 overs and take it to 10 overs, about 80 or even 90. What's the score? The score is
43.
43
4-1.
after 6. The power play is over.
We spoke about partnerships at the start of the innings, Pastor Morris. And that partnership produced 43 runs. So if Labe can get another partnership, maybe 30, 40 again, you 80 for 2 maybe. If I don't follow the next wicket, you 80, you in good stead.
Yes, you are in good stead. So it's going to be step by step, a process for both teams. Who's the bowler there?
Ball by ball.
Yeah.
It's Leo to continue from the river end.
So Leo is number 15, it appears.
25, number 25.
Number 25 on his back. Have not been very prolific tonight, and he's going to continue. No slips.
Well,
point, cover point. Now this looks like he's getting into a 4th slip or 3rd man. Yeah, a whitish 3rd man. Bowls. And that down the leg side, an appeal for stump out. Good work by you, not out, says the umpire. Down the leg side, and Nixon was trying to play this around the corner there, and the Bills came out in a flash.
Good keeping. Again, Charles have kept wicket before. And good work.
Very, very good work.
Never easy to collect those deliveries down the leg side. As a wicket keeper yourself, you would know that.
Yes. Nixon must get out of strike. Comes up, bowls. And then he touched it. He tried to leave it alone. I think he touched it.
And there's the finger.
And the finger goes up. Yes, you could have heard the nick from here. That was a late decision to leave that alone. And he touched it. Oh, well, the ball hit the bat. I've seen this happen before. But today, what a dreadful time for it to happen for Labe and Nixon.
Exactly what Labe did not need. The loss of a quick wicket.
I think when you go out to bat, doesn't matter what stage of the game, you must have a positive frame of mind that you are going to make it happen, you will work. But Nick made up his mind very late to withdraw his bat. By then, the ball had run on the surface and the wicketkeeper went up, and so did the umpire's finger. And Nixon took a long, hard walk back to the hut.
Pastor Morris, the question is, how much cricket has Nick gotten under his belt lately? Coming there, maybe struggling for form, and not able to get his bat out of the way quickly enough there, and just get in the final. So the dangerous Calendar, who's probably due for a big one, comes into the wicket.
Here is Captain Bowles. Oh, that was a ball, a deep in Bravo ball. Calendar saw it. And he made up his mind that he was going to hit through the line, but the ball dipped upon him. I have seen this from the great Bravo, and the young man produced that tonight.
Calendar needs to understand what is needed of him at that stage of the innings. You've just lost 2 quick wickets, and he's probably one of the guys who can take Labe very close to the target. So he needs to adjust and change his temperament tonight.
Down the leg side, on the pad. Calendar again trying to whip it off his pad on 1 foot, and just up the pad, and the wicketkeeper go just trot around to where a fine leg slip would be, pick up the ball and return it to the bowler. Now the bowler is feeling good and he will bowl better. He comes in again. That is hit straight over the bowler's head. Just 1 too long on. So Eli Box has been there from the first ball. And he was missing in action for a few balls there. Mervyn?
Well, Eli Box needs to take over right now. I think Calendar needs to try to get settled in. He needs to take a couple balls to settle his nerves, get in, and let Eli Box do the heavy lifting right now.
Outside the off stump, Labe would have to decide what they want to do, because after Calbas, the batting looks slim. Here, what's the young man name? 25?
Leo. Siobhan Leo.
Leo bowls to Eli Box down the leg side, and umpire signal wide. The wide work. The wide is always so helpful to the batting team.
So that is 8 wide so far.
An over and 2 balls extra. But to have Labe at 46 for 2 This is over number 7, I think.
Number 6.
Number 6.
Still in the power play.
Still in the power play. Comes in again, Leo. Bowls to shot, and that is pulled. That is an edge. It's going to go into the boundary. Yes, it does. 4 runs. For a moment, it looked like both fielders were interested in the catch, but it bisected them, and it was always going away from the third man fielder. He was running towards the ball, but the ball was going away from him. And the man at cover point there, the ball had already passed him. So it was well placed.
Well, the advantage with that is that the ball was going downhill. So it was always going to be man against ball, and therefore the ball winning the race this time. So a very important boundary there for Labey.
So
relieving the pressure just a little bit.
So our score is 50-2 after 6 overs.
Not a bad power play for Labey.
The wicket column would cause concern, especially the quality of batsman that has gone. That is going to cause some concern. But however, at the 50-2 is not a bad score, chasing 162.
They would have scored more in the power play than Millet did in their power play.
So that is still 8 and over. Comes in bowl. And that is what Kalbas picks it up into the stand for 6. Almost effortless. And Millet must stop this man fast.
Well, if they need to. But from Labey's point of view, they would be hoping that he can stick around and hit a couple more of those. Pastor Morris, he has not gotten runs in the tournament so far. So he may be due tonight. And Labey would definitely hope that tonight is his night.
Yes, yes. Well, the lowest score of averages would back him scoring runs tonight. Comes in bold. Sorry, just a mighty flash. Beaten. Good faster ball. Wicketkeeper standing up, took it.
Dangerous stroke there.
Yes.
That could induce a nick.
It could have gone.
And keeper Chaz might just glove this one.
Yeah, it could have gone anywhere. It could have gone anywhere. But you can well see that the Millet team is going to bowl into the offside. The field is placed for an offside attack. Bowls. And that is full, and he got that run past the square leg umpire, and the man coming off the boundary, the backward square leg boundary, and toss it to the fielder, and who takes a look at the ball and throws it to Chaz. 57-2. Still 110 runs required.
Still a long way to go for Labey.
Still a long way to go. Here is Charles to Eli Box. After the Ostam and Eli Box in for the drive. Now, Eli Box have been there, but Eli Box is batting with Kalbas. What he should do is try to bat out the 20 overs. Stay there, rotate the strike, call Kalbas into play, give Kalbas an opportunity. When Kalbas go, he becomes the man in charge. When the other batsman come in, he start hitting the ball, and that's how it is done. The man who is in there must stay in. Do not throw your wicket away. Basic laws of the game. Here is Chaz to Eli Box. Cut. That is going to go into the boundary for 4. Great shot.
Very good shot there, Pastor Morris. Very good shot.
And again, he gave him room outside the off stump.
Playing square up the wicket.
That's right.
With the room that was given, and putting that away for 4.
Effortless.
So a bit of an expensive over so far. 11 runs coming off the over so far. Charles has been a bit expensive. He's into his 4th over. He is considered 37. So a bit expensive tonight, yes. But the captain persisting with him and letting him bowl his full quota of overs. But he has proven expensive tonight.
Well, Labey must be careful. The run rate comes into play here. And 6 overs have been bowled. So that can consider a match. The run rate is important. Here is Charles. After there's some that is whacked, but straight to the man down there at wideish long on, who picks it up, toss it back to the bowler. 1 run.
I think Jaden would have been better served to play that a little later and just open the face. Of course, if you look at the off-field, just the solitary man sweeping at deep cover point, Kester. So had he just played this a little later and opened the face of the bat, could have
get a little more.
Could have gotten more. Maybe even run away to the boundary for 4. But that concludes over number 6. That takes the score to 67.
67-2. What I want to say, I want you to notice that there is so much cricket on our televisions, computers, and phone, the knowledge of the international game should be seen on all playing field, because there is so much cricket being played around the world that you expect young and older players learn the techniques of the game. How you defend the score, how do you bowl. Here is Leo, comes in, bowl shot, outside of the stump, and
there was a nick, Pastor Morris.
Yes, there was a nick,
Charles
it was wide.
Not able to hold on to this one. 62 for two. We said it was 67, Pastor Morris, but actually 62 for two. Pastor Morris, yes, it's one thing to see what happens internationally, but you also have to come in it and execute it, and it's not always as easy as it seems.
Leo passes the umpire, bowls, quicker delivery into the pad. Eli Box attempting to work it around the corner, misses, hit him on the pad, it runs down. The man at square leg move around, picked it up, and the ball is reeled back to the bowler. Leo from the southern end, again, passes umpire, wrist stay, and bowl shot. Outside the stump, dug and push. And no, they decide against it.
Bit of a stutter in the middle.
The ball was pushed to point. The man feeling halfway there into the boundary, dash at the ball, but he did not pick up. There was no harm done, no run taken. Eli Box still in strike. Leo into him again. Outside the stump, beaten, trying to run it down. Just a little while outside the stump. For the past 8 balls, Leo has come back beautifully.
He has come back well. Just 6.5 runs and over, but Jaden seemed to be playing a bit loose outside the off stump, and of course he got that nick earlier. Keeper was not able to hold on to it, but he needs to be a little more careful.
Ball outside someone else's hit, that is going to be taken.
Be caught. Oh, this it goes down! It goes down!
It goes down.
And the poor catching continues tonight, Pastor Morris.
I don't think that was difficult, but he was in momentum, and when he got to the ball was really turning. When the ball spliced off the bat, there was more revolutions on it, and by that it hit his hands and spin off, and he was not in the position to reclaim the catch.
Those catches have to be taken, Pastor Morris.
At that level, yeah.
If you want to win game matches, you have to take those catches.
Back and across and push it to the man at mid-on, the end of mid-off, excuse me, mid-on, am I right? The end of the over, and
over number 7.
Yeah, number 7. Your winning predictor?
I think we're 50-50 at the moment. I think Labe is putting on a very good fight. Of course, having lost 2 wickets is not what they would have preferred.
I would say 55-45 in favor of the fielding team.
But I still think it can go either way.
I would give Millet the edge.
This current partnership is very, very important for Labe. If these two guys can stay in there and build some sort of partnership, it could take Labe very, very close. And you still have Ori Changu, who is capable. You have Julius Simon, who can get runs for you. So game on, Pastor Morris, I still think it's 50-50.
And is it Charles?
Cameron.
That's Cameron Charles, another Charles. He's coming in for his first over, ball down the leg side, and the umpires up, and like he always do, like a happy eagle taken off a branch, umpire Leo extended his arms to indicate unfair delivery, too wide. You will have to bowl that over again, sir. In the international game, we say reload. So Cameron will have to reload, remax his run-up, and he is going to come in again to bowl to Eli Box. A lot is dependent on Eli Box tonight. Bowls Eli Box, slower ball, down the leg side, and again Leo takes flight. 2 wide balls. So Charles...
Cameron is one of those players, Pastor Morris, who has immense potential, but has not really delivered what is expected of him. But very, very talented cricketer.
But brother of Johnson Charles, of
yes,
course.
Definitely.
West Indian cricketer from St. Lucia, helped West Indies win 2 World Cups. Johnson Charles scored an 80 against England in the first World Cup that he played. It was a magnificent knock. Here is his brother, Cameron Charles, to bowl to Eli Box. Outside the stump. And the umpire says not a wide.
Jaden needs to find ways to score those deliveries. Maybe just play for an angle bat, open the face of the bat, but he just hangs the bat outside the off stump with no real intention. Just prods at the ball.
And
just open the face slightly.
And there are no catchers. There are no catchers around. Here is Charles. That is whipped for four. Magnificent shot. Full on the pad. And he's just slammed that into the boundary there for 4 runs.
Well, Kemal just gifting Jaden this low full toss. And Jaden capitalizing on it and putting this away for 4. So takes the score on to 69 for 2 in over number 9.
So the required run has now gone down to double digits.
Yes.
98 required still of, here is Charles' ball. Down the leg side, that is flip again, but one bounce and they go for a single.
And there's a no ball called.
And it's a no ball. So Calbas will face the no ball. It's a front foot no ball? Is it a front foot no ball? I think so. It is a front foot no ball. So Calbas will face the free hit, and that is again advantage to Labe.
Yes, Labe would be hoping that he could definitely get the maximum of this free hit.
These two must not let the run rate get too high. It should not pass 9.
Well, they're currently scoring at 8.52 runs and over, which is not bad.
Here is Cameron. And that is hit, but the batsman come under, he take the
And
catch.
it's another no ball.
So that's 2 runs, a no ball and an extra. And Eli Box gets the opportunity now to deal with the free hit. Charles must really get that straight, because the 167 on the board could disappear with a couple of overs.
Yes, it can. And of course, with a different batsman being at the wicket now, they're able to change the field around.
Yeah. And again, you can see there are nobody close to the batsman. Everybody is halfway towards the boundary. So where the fielders are, they cannot stop a single and they cannot stop a 4 neither. Here is Cameron bowls. Oh, good ball. That was slower into the pad. And Eli Box pick it up and throw it back to the bowler. Miss out on that free hit.
He definitely missed out on this one.
I don't think he was away to free hit the way he played it.
Possibly.
Very, very cool atmosphere here today. Charles on the way bowls, and he plays it down and slower delivery. He just knocked it back to the offside of the pitch, and the bowler just darts around and pick it up. A very interesting game. Still tight. The required rate is still good. 94 required of 12. Probably 11 and a half now. Here is Charles, Cameron Charles on the way, bowls, shot, and he comes back and push it, and the ball is pushed just to Gurley, and the wicketkeeper followed, run after the ball. He slipped, and they were able to get a single without much fear or trouble.
Of course, because of the lack of close infielders.
That's right.
They were able to come through comfortably for that single. So Millet seems quite content to give away the single to Labe.
Well, number 13, the man at square leg, is a little closer now. Chance ball, slow delivery, and that is
gone. That is 6. That is muscled away. Big shot by Calendar.
Yeah.
And this is what he's known for, Pastor Morris.
Yes. This was a very poor delivery. And apparently he tried to bowl a leg break there. And it pitched it short, and it just skimmed. And like the ball stood up for Calendar to hammer it away.
Millet needs to take account of what's happening now. I think we may very well see the introduction of Keshta Shalmain, who of course has been the talisman with the ball. And looks like Keshta is going to come into the attack right now. And maybe Millet would be hoping that he can peg back Labe a bit, maybe get a wicket or 2, and to stop Labe scoring almost freely.
Very important. They need to do something about that. It is 80-4-2 after how many overs? After 9 overs? Scorers?
80-4-2 after 9.
80-4-2 after 9?
Well, Labe going at 8.89 runs and over.
And that's the required rate.
So they're right on the required rate.
Yeah.
And of course, most importantly, they have only lost the 2 wickets which is very, very important for them tonight. Either way this one ends up, Pastor Morris, tonight, I think we've had a very good game of cricket so far. Labe, of course, would be hoping that they can get over the line and obtain that much coveted spot in the final. Of course, Mount Olives already waiting for the winner of tonight's game. So here is Shalmine into a live box. He aborts the run.
Shalmine. That's still me.
Kester Shalmine.
I'm in commentary. Here is Kester Shalmine, bowls the bowler. That is short and that is pulled, and that is going to go into the boundary for 4. Did he miss it?
I got some bat on that one.
4. Well, that was a short ball and pulled away. He did not get full contact. Luckily, the fielder was wide. He couldn't cut that off, and the ball just
got just enough on this one.
Outside you have some wide, and Eli Box is searching for it. Hit it onto the offside of the field, and the bowler jump around and pick it up. Kester is known for his batting, but he's going to try and squeeze a few overs here. Here he comes in, bowls outside the stump, hit that in the ground, and they run for one quickly. I am of the opinion that calendar is chancing, is saying, well, let me get a piece of this guy.
Well, he's actually one of the better all-rounders in the Millet team, Shalmine. And he has been very good with the ball for them as well. And he could generate quite a bit of pace as well. I'm not sure how much pace the wicket allows tonight, but he's deceptively quick at times. So he's definitely able to make inroads for Millet tonight.
So the man at backward square is going on the boundary. So we have a deep backward square. The square leg is going back. We have a man in cow corner who is also back. And that is Yoka. Beautiful ball. Well bowled. And we have long on is deep. We have long off is deep. There is no cover fielder. Just one man on the boundary. So the field is everywhere. Deeply
Actually, Pastor Morris, that looks like an illegal field. If over almost 6 fielders outside.
That is pulled and they go for 1.
So we have some showers coming on at the moment.
Who took my umbrella there? Hey.
That one, take it out.
They say they took my umbrella. The rain is coming and we have to run here. I must admit that every night I am here without an umbrella.
Hey,
and tonight I decided to walk with an umbrella. That is driven to cover. One more run. As I noted earlier, I've never walked with an umbrella, and tonight the weather was fine and good, and the umpire is coming up. I decided to walk with an umbrella.
So they're going to come off the field now.
Now that could be very interesting. What are the run rates here? Give us the run rate, the required run rate. What is the required run? Not the required, the run rate. We need to work out on the run rate because we do not have covers here. So that can be very, very close.
So we do have an interruption at the moment, folks. It is raining here at Balata.
And while the rain is falling, let us tell you that the cricket is brought to you with the kind compliments of Cepal Holding for all your concrete needs. At a price that you can afford, call Danny Cepal. Call Danny Cepal and he will help you. Don't be afraid. I must tell you, we've had some rain coming down. It's not heavy by any means, and it looks like it's cooling off. But what you must note here, that we do not have covers for the pitch. So that could be interesting. That match can be decided on the run rate.
Definitely, Pastor Morris. But that's why it is so important, Pastor Morris, to keep up with the run rate. The rain coming out of nowhere, and it may very well be the deciding factor in tonight's game to decide who will play Mount Olives in the final. So very, very closely matched at the moment.
Very closely contested.
I do think Amlabe may just have the edge over Millet.
Millet scored 167.
Yeah, but Millet actually
at 8 point.
Millet accelerated very late in the innings. Labe has been going at around 8.9 runs
non-stop
on over.
Yeah.
So they may just have nudged themselves ahead of Millet tonight. But of course, the statistician will give us the accurate run rate. But tonight, the rain might have the final say here tonight.
If Labe goes ahead, it's through the last boundary. Apart from that, I was making some mental calculations, and it was even Steven then. But then this boundary came and the over has not ended. So that boundary might give Labey the edge. But it is something that we would have to get the direct information from the statistician to find out exactly who is ahead. As I said before, Mervyn, it does not look good for the game because we do not have covers.
Well, it definitely doesn't. And you would hope that it would have just been a passing cloud, but it seems to be persistent, if not extremely heavy, but persistent showers on a pitch that is not covered. I think we may have play called on account of rain tonight.
So it's a good time to make a call to our listeners out there, wherever you are in the world. You could help the APL by providing us with a cover. That can go a long way in keeping our games alive even when the rain is falling. And remember, St. Lucia, we are in the rainy season.
Well, definitely, I think an effort is needed, Pastor Morris. If not full cover, at least a strip wide enough to cover the pitch during rain interruptions like this. If we had a strip where we could have covered the pitch tonight, we probably could have seen the conclusion of the match. But it's looking like we will have to go to the scorers, and this one might be decided on run rate tonight.
Yes, the manager is there, and so the rain is really, the rain is slowly stopping. The rain has stopped. Yeah,
well,
it is drizzling still. It is drizzling still. The rain is still drizzling, but the umpires are coming out with all a desire to have more cricket. The director of cricket, APL cricket, is out there, Mr. Cepal, and also a couple players are stepping out there. The outfield is okay, I must tell you, but the surface, and remember, we have no sunlight. You cannot go on a break to say let the sun shine on it a little. There is no sunlight moving. What do you think?
Definitely. Well, with how dry the wicket was tonight, you would hope that maybe it could absorb whatever water it got there tonight. Of course, unfortunately, you're not able to roll it now. So we will have to wait and see. The umpires are out there inspecting at the moment. The rain has abated a bit, but still persistent. Not that heavy, Pastor Morris, but still persistent. Mm-hmm. And we definitely have to wait and see what's the word coming from the middle.
And the umpires, I can assure you, cannot give the word now. The rain is still drizzling. The law of the game, you can play in the rain as long. The umpire can permit rain as long as they are out there. But as soon as they come out, they cannot go back in the rain.
Well, definitely, you can go back in the rain. And you would need to wait until that rain has ceased completely. Yeah. And then the umpires would do the inspections and then make a determination as to the future of this game. But if we can just get some stats from the scorer at where we stand at the moment.
Do we have Millet's rate? How many?
Well, Millet's rate would be calculated over 20 overs.
Yes. What is it?
So Millet having gotten
let's
166.
Pull out our calculators and let's do some.
Millet rate was 8.3 runs.
8.3.
And currently Labey should be at 8.9 runs and over. Give or take. Of course, that is just rough calculation of my head, Pastor Morris.
Yeah. I don't think it's that high for Labey. What is Labey's score? Find out Labey's score and the number of overs.
What's the score?
87.
It's 87, Pastor Morris. Labey is definitely ahead in the run rate at the moment, Pastor Morris.
That's 11 overs?
10 overs. It's 10 overs, right? Yes, 10 overs. So 8.7 Labey currently scoring at 8.7, Millet with a run rate of 8.3. Yeah. So if play should be called off at this point, Labey would have squeaked into the finals tonight.
They are trying to put some grass on the pitch, and I don't think that should be highly recommended. It can really change the condition of play. The ball can pitch on it and keep low. I don't know what is happening, but that is not recommended, especially in a game like this. I don't know what the ground staff are doing. I don't know what are their plans but I can see they pull out some dry grass, and the areas where there is no grass, which is going to be muddy, they are trying to cover it up.
Well, we're going to wait word from the middle, Pastor Morris.
Yes.
But at the moment, folks, Labe is just ahead on the run rate. So Labe would probably not mind if play was called off at this point.
Yeah.
But definitely Millet would be hoping to get back into the middle there.
Yes, because the game is still open. The game is even. The winning predictor could take it back to 50-50.
I still think it's 50-50 if play should continue, Pastor Morris. However, on the run rate right now, we see Labe is ahead slightly.
Yeah.
But if should play continue, and you're now playing on a different wicket.
On a different outfield
On a different outfield as
That's
well.
right, yeah.
So Millet may have a bit of a challenge with a wet ball now. But also Labe is now playing on a wicket now that has gotten some moisture. The ball may just be skidding through a little more. So it would change the entire complex of that match.
That is what I was saying. It changed the condition of play, and it's not going to be fair for one side.
Cricket is hardly a fair game, Pastor Morris.
And a roller.
And particularly when you have the ground weather or light. When those factors come into play,
that's right.
Cricket is hardly a fair game.
Dew. That's why some captains in certain parts of India is dying to win the toss. Gives you a big edge in winning the game, because if the bowlers can't grab it late.
Well, they're actually going to be rolling the pitch, Pastor Morris. So it looks like both captains would have agreed to have the pitch rolled. Of course, playing in the spirit of the game, hoping that they can continue the game tonight. So looks like play may very well continue tonight.
Yeah. I am looking for my umbrella. I bought an umbrella and they actually pirated it.
So folks, you're not missing any cricket at the moment. We do have an interruption for rain, and then some remedial work is being done in the middle at the moment. So just stay tuned, stand by. We will be bringing you coverage of the remaining portion of the match. And by the looks of things, Pastor Morris, we will be continuing with play tonight.
Let's hope so. I think the ground staff is trying something. We're not sure if it's going to work.
They're definitely trying something.
So stay tuned, and we will let you know what is happening.
So we're going to take a break, Pastor Morris?
Yes, we will take a break.
And as soon as we have news, folks, we will be back. Pastor Morris, just before we go off, just a quick shout out to our sponsors once again.
Tonight, our cricket is brought to you the kind compliment of Cepal Holdings. For all your building needs, all your concrete needs, Cepal will provide you all that you need at a price that you can afford. Call Danny Cepal, call his office, and talk to a representative, talk to somebody, talk to the manager, and they will take care of all your needs.
Or just visit them in the Roseau Valley or at Shock Estate. Yeah. So folks, we're going to take a break, and we will be back with continued coverage as soon as we have word from the middle.
Thank you. So we welcome you with the news that the game will go on. The groundsmen have put some grass at the areas where there's no grass, where it's a little muddy or wet is the better word to use. And so they have made it suitable for play. So we'll have to wait and see. I don't know if the bowlers would be able. So it would be better to let the bowler take a run up, just to take a practice run and deliver a ball on the wicket.
Well, I think this changes the entire complex of the game. It's going to be a little more challenging for the batsmen with the pitch being a bit damp. The ball may just skid through a little more than it was doing earlier.
Or loose bounce.
Loose bounce as well. You may have a situation where the bowlers might struggle to get a foothold. I'm not sure any of those guys are wearing spikes out there. So it changes the whole dynamic of the game. So, but we have to wait to see what happens. And this is where experienced teams show their mettle. This is where you show what you're made of. And I guess the team who wants it
the most
more tonight will go out and fight hard. But we're going to have to wait and see what happens. But play is about to resume. We have Labei chasing 167 for victory. They're currently at 87 for 2 after 10 overs, Pastor Morris, 8.7 runs and over. Kind of where they need to be at this moment.
That's right.
They have not lost many wickets tonight, so
yeah.
that has been good. Millet, of course, will be looking to take advantage of the conditions. You have a wet outfield now, so the ball would be wet, so it might be difficult to grasp for the bowlers. But also, it might just make scoring along the ground a little more challenging. But of course, the 2 batsmen at the wicket have the power to clear the boundary. So we have to wait to see what's going to happen. But play is definitely about to resume. And it's going to be, we have a new bowler.
What is important now is the batsman. The batsman will have to take a good look at the bowling first. How the pitch is going to play. They would have to, they cannot run into batting per se, but take a little look. See how the wet pitch is going to play.
Definitely. The batsmen need to take stock of a number of issues tonight. They need to take stock of how solid is it for them with their foothold. Can they play shots without sliding? So all that's going to come into play tonight. So it's going to be a bit challenging out there tonight, but we'll see how it unfolds.
Well, let's see how it unfolds. Let's face.
So we have a new bowler coming from the southern end, bowling to, it's Xavier Gabriel. Xavier Gabriel bowling to Jaden in Libox. He starts off with a wide.
And
of course,
he seems to be very comfortable, like his foot in hole. He did not slide.
Well, a very experienced bowler, Xavier Gabriel, of course.
But you notice he was more concerned. He looked down as he was about to land. Here he comes in again. Second one.
Another wide delivery. So Gabriel starts with 2 consecutive wides. So we do have another drizzle coming down.
Michael, that's my umbrella.
Let's hope it doesn't get any heavier. Here's Gabriel. That ball is quick. Beating Jaden outside the off stump. So a very experienced campaigner, Gabriel. Former national player, former Windward player.
Wow.
So here is Gabriel into Eli Box. Eli Box is just opening the face of the bat, running this down to point.
So the bounce look good. But if we have more rain, then that would cause some serious trouble to the game.
Definitely. But Labei would want to keep the eye on the run rate, Pastor Morris.
Yes.
Because if we have more rain, we may have to go to the run rate to decide the winner of tonight's game. Currently, Labei is just ahead.
Just ahead.
But that could change quickly.
Yeah.
So here is Gabriel into Calendar. Calendar's getting the ball that rushes into him. He gets the bat down in time and goes to backward point and just a single.
Well, I must say the pitch is playing good. More rain would not do us good. But if the rain stopped now, we can't finish this game.
I think we have a game on our hand.
Yeah.
Here is Gabriel. To the light box. The light box is balled! It's gone through his defense. Tried to walk this one down to third man. But pays for it with his wicket. And immediately after the interruption, Millet strikes.
And he tried to run a ball to third man on his stance.
Ball was straight.
Yeah.
And of course, Gabriel does have the ability to swing the ball. So that one may have just come into him a bit. But the end result is Jaden Libox bowled by Xavier Gabriel. Labei lose their third wicket with the score 91. And Ori Changu.
Labei did not want to lose a wicket, especially Elcock.
Yes.
Especially Jaden, who was there from the beginning. But the rain is coming harder, and that does not seem well for the game. I cannot stay in the rain.
So it's Gabriel from the southern end to Changu. Changu is getting the ball out, making some height. He gets on top of this one, and there is no run. And of course, with that wicket, we've seen Labei run rate just dipping slightly.
Yeah.
Still ahead slightly, but of course, that can change rather quickly. Here's Gabriel. Into Changu. Changu is getting another ball, making a little bit of height. He just defends this, and it's the end of over number 11. Labei 91 for 3. So we're going to have to keep our eye on the run rate tonight.
Yes, we must.
So Labei now, Millet has just gone ahead in the run rate. Millet, of course, had a run rate of 8.3. Labei currently scoring at 8.27. So Labei would hope that it doesn't end there. So here is Shalmine to Calendar. Calendar is trying to switch hit this one. Not successful. Oh, it's all happening here tonight, folks. We have rain, we have excitement. Kester Shalmine into Gabriel, into Calendar. Sorry, Calendar is opening the face of the bat, runs it down to third man. But there's a fielder in the way, and there's no run. So the rain seems to be getting a bit heavier here tonight.
Yes, it's troubling for the cricket. And how long will the umpire permit that?
It's quite troubling for Labei at this moment. Here is Shalmine. Calendar again looking to switch hit. This one nearly ripped his head off. Calendar needs to realize what's happening now there. He needs to realize that they're falling behind on the run rate, and he needs to try to get some runs to get Labei back into a position where they can win this game.
Yeah.
Here is Kester. And that's another good delivery. Calendar is swinging for the fences, but missing this one.
So
that looked like the rain raised some moisture on the pitch, getting quite a bit of bounce. And that's that. But that one kept low.
That one kept low.
Gone past the off stump.
Yes.
So uneven bounce right now is going to be really, really challenging for Labei to.
And we did predict that almost anything can happen after the rain.
So ball number 6 coming up. Here is Kester. Calendar is driving this one straight down to long on. Gabriel comes in, fields just a single. The over comes to an end.
Over number 11.
Over number 12 now completed. The score 92 for 3.
8, 12 and 96. So they are 4 runs, 4 point something runs behind.
So Labei run rate has now dipped to 7.67.
Yeah.
And falling behind on run rate at the moment. But of course, since the match is in progress, Pastor Maurice, so the run rate may not be very vital at the moment. Yeah. But what's important is Labei now 8 overs to get the remaining runs they need. But very important for them to keep that partnership going tonight.
That's right. They must keep the partnership and they must run hard. And the odd boundaries must come quickly because the run rate is dipping.
So here is Gabriel to Calendar. Calendar's getting the ball, that's rushing into him, hits him in the groin area. Those are never comfortable.
Never comfortable. Every batsman have had to deal with this.
Well, I haven't had too many of those because I batted so low down the other. But I have delivered a couple in my day. But he will catch his wind and settles down again to face up to Gabriel. In Gabriel comes. Again, the ball hitting him on the pad.
Yeah. All of a sudden, it seems Labey cannot touch the ball.
It seems like a completely different wicket at the moment. But Labey has had two good partnerships tonight, 143 and 147. But they need now for Changu and Calendar to build another partnership.
Very well.
Here is Gabriel. He's trying to hit this one away, but just missing this one. That one cannons into the pads. And I think Calendar was fortunate there that ball hit the pads and didn't go on to hit his stumps.
Well, very interesting.
Here is Gabriel. He's trying to be inventive, trying to be innovative tonight, but
wide.
Nothing is working for him tonight. But umpire signals wide.
The ball is actually faster. The ball is shooting and it's not bouncing as the batsman used to.
Well, the bowler is known to be fairly quick.
Yeah.
So that could be one of the factors contributing to the extra pace tonight. But definitely the ball would skid through
Very
on the wet surface.
Yes, it would. And it's a tip ball again with a slide.
There is Gabriel. Yeah, again beating Calendar outside the off stump. Calendar needs to rethink his strategy tonight.
Yes, he needs to
rethink his strategy. That's where they need to try to take singles, get off the strike, get down to the non-strikers.
It's not easy to field. It's not easy being a fielder out there.
Of course, Pastor Morris, we do have a consistent drizzle going on right now. So here is Gabriel. Calendar is playing this one. This one, really good shot. Just flicks this one through square leg for 4. And that would relieve the pressure just a little bit.
Yes,
takes the score on to 97 for 3 in over number 13.
He struggled down the leg side with this ball. He just missed his line there. And there's no fielder in the area here. And the ball just ballooned. And 1, 2, 3, 4 bounces into the boundary.
Okay, here is Gabriel. Ball him, boys, ball him! He's gone through him again. More problems for Labey.
More problems, yeah.
This one just clipping the top of the stumps. Just enough to dislodge the bills. But that's all it takes, Pastor Morris.
That's all it takes. So the cricket, the game has changed drastically since after the resumption. And that is the second wicket after the resumption. So his brother is going to replace him. So right now we can feel that Millet is in the driver's seat and that the 12 overs have completed. And the
13 overs.
The 13 overs and it's 102. So that's 7 runs and over.
7.85 and over, to be exact. Labey needs to do something now. They're falling behind. They're losing wicket. They've now lost 4 wickets. They only have 7 overs to get 65 runs or 66 runs. So, game on, Pastor Morris.
Game on.
There is Shalmine. Bowling to Changu. Changu is hitting this one down too long on. Gabriel is in the way, so just a single. That brings Avelina's Calendar into strike to face his first delivery.
Avelina's can swing a couple balls, but the fluency and consistency is never there. So let us wait and see what happens.
Here is Shalmine. And that's hit. Well, he's gone for 4.
Yes.
The fielder overrunning this one. Gabriel, but not able to turn in time to cut it off. And that goes down to the boundary for 4.
The ball turned the other way. And on the wet outfield, he could not have stopped and moved the other way to stop the ball. That is what Labey need. They need a few boundaries to come back to par.
Shalmine again, Yokalan delivery. Calendar digs this one out.
Yeah. Very interesting game here. The rain has thrown a new twist, another twist to the ball, to the game. And as long as we stay here and the rain is drizzling, there will be more twists.
Definitely. Harry Shalmine. Balls to Calendar. Calendar is hitting this one into the vacant square leg area. But of course, just a single. And again, Pastor Morris, we see Labey not doing the basics correctly, not running the first one hard enough to allow them to explore the possibility of a second.
And the outfield, the condition of the outfield comes into play. It's hard out there. It's hard out there.
Harris Kester. Again, down the leg side, this is going to be wide.
So Labey need to get a boundary of this over before it's...
6 runs coming off the over so far.
So
109 for 4.
They need to get a boundary of this over.
Good ball, Yorker length, but just going down the leg side. A single and overthrow, so they come back for the second.
And another...
So two more.
The keeper fixed it up.
And this is what Labey needs to do tonight, Pastor Morris. Yeah. Every chance you get to pick up that extra run, you got to take it.
The maiden balls never help you. You have to run. You cannot do it only in boundaries. When you cannot get boundaries, you have to run. The boundaries are your odd deliveries. But when a man bowl a good ball, a bowler deliver a good ball, you can squeeze it for 1, squeeze it for 2. It all counts. 0 don't add up. Only 1s and 2s and numbers.
So here is Kester. Balls to Calendar. Calendar is getting another ball pitched full. He digs this one out again.
That's Changu.
Oh, Changu, sorry.
So the
over comes to a close.
End of the...
Over number 14 completed.
Yeah. 106 after 14.
6 more. Yeah.
6 more.
6 more overs.
So 6 more overs to come.
106.
61.
Labey need
61 and 6. That's about 10.
61 and 6. So
10 runs and over.
Just 10 runs and over.
It's not
small ask.
Yeah.
Of course, these two batsmen need to stay in there and they need to find the boundary as often as possible. But of course, when they cannot find the boundary, Pastor Morris, they need to take those singles on offer. And with the way Millet has spread the field, there are singles almost everywhere to be had.
Yes. So we noticed since the rain, the ball is behaving differently. And that would require Labey to dig deeper. Now, since Calendar got dismissed, that really changes everything. And so Millet is feeling that they're in with a chance because Calendar is gone.
But we did predict that the ball would behave differently.
We did.
With the showers we had earlier.
Must.
And I think we have a bowling change. It will be Cameron Charles from the southern end.
So Scotty's been pulled off the boundary and he comes free caught away off the fence. Young Calendar will face, and a lot is on his shoulders tonight.
So Harris, Cameron. That's in the air, but that's going to fall in no man's land. So Calendar looking for the big shot, but not getting the power, not making proper contact, and that just lobbed into the air. But luckily for him, it fell safe.
Yes. So for Ori, the man at cow corner comes into play. There's nobody next to the square leg umpire.
Cameron Charles. Short ball that is in the air, but it's not going to carry.
And 1 more.
So 1 more to the total. $108. So 108 for 4 in over number 15.
49 required.
Game on, Pastor Morris.
Game on.
Here is Cameron Charles. Calendar's getting a full ball. He swings that full. Wide-ish mid-wicket. Kester not able to cut it off. And more runs for Labey. 4 more to the total. 112. And Labey inching ever so closer.
Yeah, that was almost a free hit.
Here is Cameron. Oh, good delivery, slower ball.
Off his pad saved him.
Definitely, Pastor Morrison. On always, when pace is taken off the ball, always creates problems for the batsman.
112 for
So Labe just inching their run rate up slightly. Here is Cameron. Full ball again, but Calendar not able to capitalize on this one. Chango halfway down the pitch. And he ends up on his rear. And it's all happening out there, Pastor Morris.
All happening.
And again, we have the rain playing its part.
Well, that was very unfortunate for the rain to come at the time it did.
Kimroll into the pads. Calendar not able to get a foothold there. It looks like he's struggling to get a foothold. Pastor Morris?
Yes, he is struggling. His footing, he really cannot stand to play the shot. And he's not moving, and I don't think he can move on the pitch neither. So it becomes very difficult. It becomes very difficult, more for the batters than for the bowlers.
It is unfortunate.
15 overs completed?
16 completed.
16 or 15?
15
completed.
My apologies.
So 5 overs to score.
1 second.
What is the score? 108. 5 overs to score 58 runs. That's going to be difficult. Not in the present condition. 55 in 5. That is 10.5. That is going to be difficult. They would need a couple of big overs. And both Ori and
Calendar
can clear the boundary.
they can, but Ori has struggled throughout this competition.
And rain is here again.
So we have a new bowler from the river end. But it's bowled him! Ori Chango has been comprehensively bowled.
The first
And
10,
Millet
today the weather was nice.
is making further inroads here tonight. Labe just stuttering at the moment. Unable to continue playing the way they played before the rain. Everything has changed since those showers. So Zai Antoine makes his way to the wicket to replace Ori Chango, who was comprehensively bowled.
Well, I think the game has lost its flavor. What was turning out to be a very fine response got all spoiled by the weather. And again, because of the lack of covers here, we have to play in the condition. So that is where we are. I have not seen Simon. 112 for 5.
So here comes the bowler into Zai. Zai is getting the ball onto the leg stump, and there's trouble there for Calendar. But he gets back safely.
Yeah.
Labe would feel aggrieved tonight, Pastor Morris.
Yes. You know, how many times have you watched the game or even played the game?
But that is a big one. That is huge. That is a monster hit by Zai Antoine. And maybe there's life in this game yet, Pastor Morris.
Maybe. How many times have you played the game and watched after an interval, after an interruption, after a short stop, that the wicket start tumbling and the batting team lose its way?
Game always changes. Here he comes into Antoine. Antoine is hitting this one again. Not going where it's intended to, but gone away for 4. The fielder not cutting this one off. More runs for Labe.
That's 10.
4 more to Zai. And Labe is feeling the pressure. Millet's feeling the pressure. And they need 48 more runs to win tonight.
That's the 16th over. After this one, 4 overs left. 45.
I didn't run smart.
45.
So 45 to win. Here he comes. Zai is charging down the wicket. Look like he got a bit of back to this one. So they come through for the single. Labe still believes that they could win this one tonight, Pastor Morris.
Well, they would have to work hard because the conditions do not favor batting.
Unfortunately, there's not much left, not much batting left for Labe.
No.
So number 23. Oh, Calendar is bowled! Calendar has been cleaned up!
And again, another mighty heave. He threw,
Swinging for the fences there. And Labe
lose the 6th or 7th wicket.
Labe is in deeper trouble. Losing wickets consistently.
Well, the Calendar did not have an option. He had to go at the bowling. And what the bowler is doing, he's just running up and putting it on the stump at a good length and let the pitch do the rest. And that is very intelligent bowling. So since the resumption, that is the 4th wicket. So I think 6 or 7 wickets are down now. And Labe are looking down at a defeat. But Fields was not very good with the ball today. Probably he could redeem himself by scoring some runs.
Labe would definitely hope that he could come to the party tonight and rescue them from the position they currently find themselves in.
Yeah. Well, new bowler.
So Gabriel is back into the attack from the southern end. Bowls to Antoine. Antoine is opening the face of the batter. Then the fielder, he misfields, and that just trickles into the boundary for 4.
Did it go?
Yes, Pastor Morris just trickled into the boundary for 4.
Yeah. That's 4 more. Did
So,
the umpire signal?
4 more to Labe, 4 more to Antoine.
No. They didn't take 4. It didn't appear to get to the boundary.
So, umpires just checking. So, just like I thought, 4 been signaled now, belatedly.
And thanks to the umpire, the television umpire, who indicated that it hit the rope.
So here is Gabriel into Antoine. Antoine is hitting this one straight back. Could it go for 4? Then that one must stop. And Antoine just taking the single. Guilty of ball watching there, Pastor Morris.
They waited to see if the fielder would drop the ball before they start running. They should keep on
2 was on, 39 more to get.
Because Antoine seems to be a man who could do something here tonight.
39 to get. Xavier Gabriel. To Omari Fields. Omari getting a full ball. He's not sure where this one went.
Yeah. Omari was indecisive. I'm not sure of his batting skills, but he did not middle this one, but hit it into the ground. A better batter would have lifted over the cover.
Here is Gabriel. Oh, that's beaten him outside the off stump.
And he played late.
Quick delivery there, beaten for pace.
Over number 17 in progress.
Labe needs 39 to win. Here is Xavier Gabriel. Ball to Fields. Fields is trying to get out of the way of this one. Just fends at it. And no run. So Millet, you would say, is definitely on top at the moment, Pastor Morris.
Is on top. Unless somebody can hit 4 sixes or 4 consecutive deliveries or 4 sixes in and over.
Xavier Gabriel beats him outside the off stump. This batsman is all at sea.
Yeah.
Not sure what's happening out there.
So Gabriel has just bowled a fine over.
Very, very good over.
And I must admit that the wet pitch is helping him. So it's in his favor. The ball is actually skidding off the pitch. So if he drops the ball at 80 miles an hour, when it hit the pitch, it's going to start off at over 80 miles an hour and probably die in the air as with the wicket keeper. But there's a lot of...
So over number 16 has been completed. So Labe needs 39 of 4, Pastor Morris. That's 9.75 and over.
That's still 9 and over.
So still a bit to do for Labe. You would feel that Millet is in the driver's seat.
Millet is definitely in the driver's seat. And the winning indicator 75 to 25%.
Yeah, 4 more against 6.
In favor of Millet.
3 more overs.
3, that's what I'm saying. So it's 13 and over, Pastor Morris.
3 overs to go. Jessica was right.
So correction, it's 3 overs and Labe is 39. So the required rate is now 13 runs and over, Pastor Morris.
That's right.
That is asking a lot of the Labe team at this moment.
It is asking a lot, yes.
So Harry Shalmine. Ball to Zaya. Zaya is hitting this one. And there's 6 more to Labe. He scores. Zaya Antoine just puts this one over long off for 6.
What do you know about Zaya?
Adding 6 runs to Labe scores. Zaya played for Babono in the T10. And he strikes that ball really, really cleanly.
Little man.
Little man. Packs a bit of power.
Yeah. Little man. Let us wait and see.
So 33 to get. Harris Shalmine to Zaya. That's hit again. That's straight to the minor backward point though. Sub-dismissal in the end.
And the Millet crowd are having...
He looked like the man who could have given Labe some hope tonight. But puts that straight to the man at backward point. And
we're missing... I wonder why Simon has not showed up to bat.
We haven't seen Julius Simon tonight, but it's another Simon making his way to the wicket.
Yeah.
Joel Simon. And of course, very good luck.
Very fine effort here by...
Good effort by the youngster.
Very, very good effort, yeah.
Had to push on. But it's looking rather dismal for Labe
right now
at this moment.
Well, the young man had a touring time here on Thursday night. He is out there now, and he is going to make amends for Thursday night's match. Let us wish him all the best.
Well, with an experienced bowler like Shalman, I don't expect you to get any better tonight.
And
that's well hit. That's it well by Joel.
That's going to go into the boundary.
It's got very close to the boundary. He may not have been touching the rope there, but unfortunately, very, very tight there, Pastor Morris.
Yeah.
That may have.
Switch to the rope.
So, just touching the rope while in contact with the ball.
He switched to the rope.
So that should be signal for runs. So it is in fact 4 runs.
The replay shows it.
So here's Shalmine. He's bowled him! He's bowled him! So, Pastor Morris, a bit of contention as to whether it was 4.
Well, the television umpire did say the ball hit.
Well, that can always be verified later and adjusted as necessary. But
wait.
Labe conceding.
Yes. Labe other batsmen claim that the batting area is too wet, that they cannot come out to bat, so they have considered the match too good.
Very, very disappointing end.
Very disappointing.
To what looked like a great match tonight, Pastor Morris.
Yes.
Unfortunately, the weather had a bit to say. Labe deciding that the conditions were not suitable for play to continue and considered the match tonight. So it's going to be Millet versus Mount Olives on Thursday night in the grand final of the APL Cepal Holding Chaz Cepal Knockout Tournament. And I have not seen much of Mount Olives, Pastor Morris. So what can we expect on Thursday night?
I think Mount Olive is the side that practices the most.
Okay.
They are they function like a well-oiled machine. Expect anything from Mount Olive. They have all it takes to win that title. They have 6 hitters, they have good batting, they have a fantastic bowling lineup. So Millet will have their hands full with their batting, with their with the Mount Olives bowling, very fine bowling lineup, and the fielding is very good. So I think Millet would edge them out on the batting. But apart from that, they would hold Millet accountable. They are a good side.
But Millet, a very experienced team, Pastor Morris.
And well led.
Well led by Mervyn Chaz, who has played, at the highest level of cricket down here. So you have players like Kester Shalman, you have Kemal Charles, who are very experienced players. So that counts for something as well. Yes. But of course, like you say, if a team practice continually, they're fit. They have much practice under their hands. So it's gonna shape up to be a great finals, and we're gonna be part of it. Yeah. I hope you guys tune in on Thursday night for the grand finals of the Chaz Cepal knockout tournament. It's going to be Millet taking on Mount Olives, and this one, my friends, gonna be a cracker.
And that is why it is so important when you are batting, put runs on the ball. You never know what is going to happen next. And they put runs on the board, and they came back and defended. Well, with the help of the rain, it made it easier for them. But there was no doubt in my mind that was going to be a close finish, and no team dominated the game.
You never want to see a game of cricket end this way.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it is what we had to deal with, owing to the fact that we don't have covers. So the conditions changed, and it put Labe on the back foot, and they were not able to recover from that. And unfortunately tonight, they went down to Millet, and as a result, were knocked out of the tournament tonight. But a good showing from Labe tonight all around. I think the batsmen, they came in tonight, they did what was necessary. They did not lose wickets in clusters, except when the conditions changed on them.
Right, that's right.
So you feel for Labe tonight,
that's right,
but at the end of the day, you play with the conditions that you have.
You have to play with the conditions, and you have to give it your best.
So we are gonna go over to the presentation ceremony. I am gonna step aside as Pastor Morris takes you through this one.
Thank you, and welcome to the closing ceremony. We will ask all the players to please come closer, and also the supporters. We are asking all the supporters also, you could file closer. We are very, very excited here. Although the rain messed up what promised to be an exciting game. But we would like to thank all the players for showing their professionalism. So let us do this quickly. Let us do the closing ceremony quickly. And let us get the scores, please. Millet, Labe, you won the toss and put Millet into bat, and Millet scored 167, and Labe ended on 130. Labe ended on 136. So let me say here quickly, that is not how you want to end the cricket game. And Labe, you can feel disappointed, but that is how the game goes. Labe won the toss and decided to have first ball, and again that was not a bad choice. Nobody made allowance for the rain, and you couldn't because the weather has been great. So that is just how the game is. Hard luck to Labe, and all the best to Millet. I would like the captain of the Labe team to please come. And we will have a quick chat here with the captain of the Labe team. Mr. Simon, your first year in the APL?
No, it's not.
It's not your first year. How do you feel this evening?
I must say a bit disappointed with the way things turn up. I mean, nobody wants to be on the losing side. Yeah, I mean, things started turning during the intervals when it started raining.
Yeah.
The conditions and everything pretty much changed. I guess it's APL rules at the end of the day.
161 on the board after halfway mark. How do you feel?
Runs on the board. I mean, that's what we had to do. We had to go out and score. We were very confident. I mean, even just before the rain in the 9th over, we were above the run rate. So we were sticking to plan. All the guys were pumped up, not bothered at all.
And the partnerships were okay, and the build-up until the rain came. Well, hard luck.
Well, I mean, the build-up until the rain came, it would have put pressure, you know. Just imagine having Xavier with a change, the condition changing, and having Xavier skidding that ball through would have always caused trouble, you know. They were able to go through about maybe 4 to 5 overs very cheaply. And I think that's where we lost the game. It was a bit slippery out there as well. Yeah. I guess in future that they will have some covers to prevent such in APL future, you know. But like I said, it's a bit disappointing for our team. So all the best I just want to say all the best to Millet in the finals.
Well, hard luck to Labe, and thank you for your professionalism tonight in keeping the guys cool and quiet. And all the best to Labe in the future. The next tournament starts in 2 weeks, I think. So we'll see you there. Thank you very much, Mr. Simon. Put your hands together.
Let him wait there still. Because the loser tonight is also the 3rd place, because remember we had only 3 teams going to this round. So therefore, we have the sponsor, the owner of Cepal Holding, Daniel Cepal. Come forward, Daniel. And then Pastor Morris announced for us. We are going to have the 3rd place medals for the team. The captain will receive it on behalf of the team.
So we'll do this right now. We will give our medals to the 3rd place team. We have with us the manager of Cepal Holding, the sponsor, the owner, excuse me. We saw the manager earlier. Just untie the knot so as the players come. So players from the Labe team, can you please file in, pass on, and get your medal for the 3rd place.
Just hold on to that still, and then while we at it, because when they come, we'll go. The money, the $250, 3rd place, Danny, as present that to the captain.
You'll give it to the last. Go ahead.
Okay,
Middle.
Huh?
Hold the other one for me. Yeah.
They have plastic in the container. Even if you don't leave it, but like for today, just run, put it, and the place lock in, you know. No, maybe we'll clean. You don't need to put a full tarpaulin, you know. Just a long. Yeah, that's speaking of. That's even better than that.
For the Labe team.
We have more.
Now,
The rest of the medals to the captain.
Yeah.
That's right. And the check.
Thanks, sir. Thanks for sponsoring as well.
And we have a check of $250. Well, it's cash here to the Labe team. Congratulations, Mr. Simon. And also,
before we give that, we have we are also giving the individual awards. We have multiple half century, Jason Simon.
Jason Simon.
Yeah, I know how to put them
Yeah,
on the thing.
the multiple 50s, the captain, Jason Simon. Next one.
4-wicket haul, Omari Fields.
4-wicket haul, Omari Fields. Next one. And the third.
Official.
The 3rd place finish, captain from Labe. Come and get it, please. Mr. Simon, 3rd place. The 3rd place winning team.
Hold on, guys.
We take a picture. I must tell you that Labe has been very consistent in performing at that level. They were the first winners of the APL trophy 7 years ago. And we are happy to see they are always in the semi-finals, quarterfinals. They've always been doing good. They lost a final 2 years ago against Mont Olive. So Labe has always been doing good, and we thank you guys for your cricket. Thank you very much. Put your hands again to Labe.
Just Danny, you want to say a few words?
Okay, we'll call on the captain for the Millet team.
Thank you, Labby. Let's try it again for Labby.
Yeah, put your hands together. Kester, what a night of cricket.
Definitely. It's just a great game of uncertainty that we enjoy.
Yeah. How do you feel tonight?
I'm just happy to be on the winning side at the end of the game. Yeah.
Okay. At the halfway mark, you had 167 on the board. What do you feel about it?
We felt that, 166 was defendable, taking into consideration the due factor, but we did not expect the rain. We thought that, if our bowling attack, we could defend 166 against Labey.
But after 10 overs, Labey was ahead. They were 87 for 2. That's just before the rain. What were you thinking then?
At the rain break, it was just to think about how it go about the next 10 overs, since they were already ahead of the rate.
Well, I must say, Millet has always been doing as good as Labey in this competition. I think you are the only team to have won the primary tournament twice, and today at the first ever knockout tournament, you are qualified to play the final. What's your sentiment about it?
We're just looking to continue playing good cricket and hopefully go all the way.
Well, thank you very much, and may God richly bless you all. Continue to play good cricket. Stay right here with me. We have some gifts. No. So they are playing the final. So that means they will be getting the bag of goodies on Thursday at the final. The man of the match, tonight's match, our score will give us the man of the match.
Good evening, everyone. And look, guys, from Labey. Congratulations to Millet. Definitely was an interesting game. This evening from Labey, we had Nixon Edmond with 4 overs, 3 for 24. Jaden Eli Box scoring 39 runs. We also saw Scott Justin from the Millet team getting 48 runs. Kester Shalmine, 38 runs and 3.4 overs, 2 for 25. This evening's man of the match is Kester Shalmine. Congratulations, all the best next game.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, let me say this quickly. We are ending tonight's game. And I want to say thank you to the players. What happened here tonight is an unfortunate with the rain. And we see that at all levels of the game, international games. When the rain comes down, it really changes a lot of things. I want to thank both teams for your contribution and your hard work. All the best next time. Bow your heads with me, let us pray. Thank you, Lord, for being such a wonderful Father to us. And thank you for with the Spirit the game was played tonight. May your Holy Spirit be with us and take us to our respective homes. Continue to bless us. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Good night, everybody. Good night, Pastor.